Hello, that is going to work. Hi, everybody. Welcome. I apologize for being late. I had to take a very important phone call and it went a little bit long. So I apologize for that. Sorry, not sorry though. Um, it's Tuesday, August 29th, and we are all here to have some fun watching court. I hope everybody had a wonderful day today. Let me see who's here already. Uh, who do we got? We got Mayor, we have T-Rex, we have Beverly Bradford, Vicky Pathless, Courtney, of course, Cachette, um, Glitter Fart, thumbs down, same to you. Um, Deborah Walker Meyer, howdy, welcome. Hope you're doing well. I added a few more
Oh, yeah.
commands to the chat. I don't know what that was. Jonathan Hart is here. Deborah Baker, welcome. Grammy Rita, Credence and Mikey. She's right here. She was on the phone. Um, let's see here. Who else am I skipping? Guys, oh, Allie B from Tennessee. Uh, welcome. I'm just reading your note about the chase. KLF is here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. What'd you guys have for dinner? I had what now sounds very sad when I say it like this, but a cheese sandwich with chips on it. Yummy. But if you let me know what you had for dinner, if you were going to start without me, Deborah Baker, I'd love to see you guys do that. Can somebody do that one day? Start this without me? Um, Mayor has not eaten yet. Courtney says it's dab time. That's a good point, Courtney. That's a good point. Um, Take your meds if you've got them. That's a good thing to do. Oh, clock in for your shifts, please. There's quite a few of you here. I could really use that. Grammy Rita's having coffee tonight. I can understand that. I'm going to grab a drink out of the fridge in a minute. We're going to go start with Travis County Zoom bond court. And then Hector sent me a clip of a woman who is being charged with trafficking cocaine, I think, and she's got the sniffles. So that'll be fun. And then we'll see where we go from there. We have a lot of different things to look at and see. Um, you're not eating tonight at all, Mayor? And Jonathan, you'll know people in Travis County? That's scary. Um, ears perked kink, what? Chicken breast with rice and carrots for Jody. Also, Jody, please remind me, I will give you the recipe for the potato wedges. They are yummy. I just don't have the spices down here in this place. Paul Norwood said, pizza just got here. What kind of pizza? Hector, you lurking tonight? That's fine. No worries at all. Oh, Sashina, the maintenance man at your school gave you maple chocolate walnut zucchini bread confection? Are they allowed to give that out at school these days? Just joking. Um, what am I trying to think of? Take your meds. Oh, I didn't take mine. That's why. Got to take your meds. Oh no. Pretzel crust pizza. Where do you get pretzel crust pizza? We do not have that. And then T-Rex is upset about another of his trucking jobs not working out quite so perfectly. I can understand that though, T-Rex. Little Caesars? Okay. Yeah, we have Little Caesars in Canada. Colin, how did your party go? I happened to just be late tonight anyways, but that worked out well for you. I hope it went well. Um, Little Caesar. First of all, does Little Caesars deliver in the States? Because Little Caesars does not deliver in Canada. You can't get Little Caesars to deliver. Thirdly, they used to have crazy bread, which was pretty yummy. I did just eat that. Did you hit 2K, Colin? That's awesome to hear. Glad to hear it. Oh, DoorDash. Uh, I understand. Okay. As usual, I pretty much like the bread part of things. I was never allowed to eat white bread or like processed foods as a child, and so, oh, guess what else I got? I couldn't resist. Uncrustables. More of them. But here's the craziest part. Uncrustables in French is the same as it is in English. Uncrustable. Uncrustable. Because in Canada, you have to put them in both. So, those are for later. That's my little treat for later. Anyways, okay. Let's go ahead and get back to court. Uh, Courtney, you almost got some today. Dude, I couldn't go back. I mean, I paid more than $1 per sandwich for those sandwiches. That's ridiculous. $10 a box for four of them, Mikey? There's only four in there, and it was like 60 something. It's not a cute refrigerator. It's tiny, and it's like, it makes me look like a giant when I'm taller than the fridge. But it does fit in this tiny little suite. Um, Uncrustable in French means crap, loud Elvis. Yeah, that's probably good. Paul Morwood, I couldn't wait to eat them the other day, and they were pretty delicious, frozen too. So I'm a hundy pea behind that. Okay. Oh, I also got some of these cookies. Do you guys have these cookies? Celebration cookies or celebration? Chocolat au lait? They're really yummy. I hope you have them because they're really yummy. They are super duper yummy. I'm secretly 6'7". Yes, everything in here is normal size, and I am very tall. Oh God. Those aren't cookies. What are you talking about? Oh, they are. I bought 2 boxes of them. That's how much I like. They are a butter cookie, biscuit au beurre, and milk chocolate. They're really yummy. Daylight disinfectant. Hello, hello, welcome. Um, Jonathan, I love that song by fuck, who's that sings that song? Oh, and if I put on my high shoes, I would be towering over that. I'll grab them in a minute. Oh, that's a biscuit, not a cookie. Okay. 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 In Canada, at the Walmart where I purchased those, it said cookies. Uh Jefferson Airplane. Thank you, Jonathan. Yes, Jefferson Airplane. I love that song. I have a really funny story about that song. White Rabbit. We used to go camping a lot on this lake, and there was this family we went with. They are very, very musical. I am not musical. And the lady would belt that song out over the lake at night, and just like everybody could hear all around the lake. It was fun. Fun times. Okay, guys. Like I was saying, please go ahead and um, Beverly, you were suffering withdrawals when I was on vacation. That was a work trip, first of all, not quite vacation. But I can promise you that I will be working from Florida when I'm in Florida, so you won't be forced to be without me for the whole time. That's the good news. Not every day, though. I will be taking a few days off for fun, but I don't know when. Um, Camping, singing, karaoke. Yeah. Oh, karaoke. I'm also looking for a place in Florida where we can go do karaoke and we can stream. I think that'd be fun for everybody. like I said, okay, let's keep going. It's only been 11 minutes, which is pretty good. You know, it's pretty good. What did I call it? Work trip my ass. T-Rex, shut up. It was a work trip. Don't fucking say otherwise. That was an absolute work trip. But Florida will be fun in the sun. That's absolutely true. And hopefully not um any hurricanes. That wouldn't be good. Oh, Hayden Harris is here also. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, no, I'm not going for like, what is it, like 3 weeks, 3.5 weeks before I head down to the Florida. I was gonna say Panhandle. I don't think that's correct. I think I'm just heading to Florida. I don't really know what the correct nomenclature is. Look at me. I made a playlist with one video, and it won't play. So wonderful. This lady, I really like this judge because she always like gets rid of people's fines. Oh, your Florida's work too, Mikey. Interesting. Lots of write-offs. Oh my God. Okay, here we go. I might have muted it. I have to unmute. No, it's not muted. Okay. It was just me. It was just These guys all look like they're regretting their decisions that have landed them in pink sandals. Is KCC hot? What did it say? Hire a damn lawyer? That's funny. Hi Melanie. Yeah, we did notice that weird Matt guy over there. Come on now. When is the judge gonna show up? Oh, it's a translator. How we know Paisley does not do her homework. Maybe I should just eat an Uncrustable now. It's always a translator, and it's always like they're rubbing it in that I failed Spanish. No stress eating. Okay, good. That's a good point. I'll stress smoke weed. I need guys in the truck so they can hit the play button. Chicken, mashed potatoes, and carrots, Bruce Davis had. Scott McCrae says, which leads to stoned eating. That's true, but I'm always stoned,
All
so it's
right,
okay.
Ricardo, thank you for joining us again, sir. How are you?
Good morning, Your Honor. I'm doing very well. How are you doing?
I'm sleepy. But what else is new?
Yes, well, it's late or early.
Absolutely. Thank you for joining us again this morning.
My pleasure, Your Honor. Thank you.
Your Honor, we have 7 of the 8. Mr. Rulli, he was combative, so we left him back.
Mr., say the name one more time, sir.
Ruley Jordan. He's the one at the bottom at the first page.
Got it. All right, thank you.
Well,
Do we have with
Ooh,
us a
very good reminder. I need to plug
Benito
in my computer
Garza
right now.
Ramirez and Alexis Quintanilla Hernandez? Wave, gentlemen.
Tenemos con nosotros a Benito Garza Ramírez y a Alexis Quintanilla Hernández. Levanten la mano, caballeros.
Thank you so much.
Muchas gracias.
My name is Tanisha Jeffers, and I'm going to be magistrating you all this morning.
Yo soy la juez Tenisa Jeffers y yo les voy a dar su instrucción de cargos esta mañana.
First, we're going to go over your general rights.
Primero les voy a explicar sus derechos generales.
You have the right to remain silent.
Tienen el derecho de permanecer callados.
You are not required to make a statement.
No están obligados a decir nada.
Any statement you do make, however, can and will be used as evidence against you should your case proceed to trial.
Sin embargo, cualquier declaración que ustedes hagan podrá y será utilizado como evidencia en su contra si su caso procede a un juicio.
You have the right to retain an attorney.
Tienen el derecho de contratar un abogado.
You have the right to have that attorney present during any interview with any peace officers or other attorneys who may represent the state.
Tienen el derecho de tener a un abogado presente durante cualquier entrevista con algún oficial de paz u otros abogados que representen al Estado.
You have the right to terminate an interview at any time.
Tienen el derecho de dar por terminada cualquier entrevista en cualquier momento.
If you are indigent and cannot afford an attorney, you have the right to request the appointment of an attorney.
Si se lo considera indigente y no puede pagar un abogado, usted tiene el derecho de solicitar que se le asigne un abogado de oficio.
You have the right to an examining trial, which is a pre-hearing, if you're charged with a felony.
Tendrá el derecho a una audiencia de vinculación, que es una audiencia preliminar, si se le acusa de un delito grave.
You will be given a reasonable time and opportunity to consult with an attorney,
Se les dará un tiempo y oportunidad razonables para consultar con un abogado.
and you will be admitted to bail if allowed by law.
Y la fianza se otorgará según marca la ley.
Do you have any questions, gentlemen, regarding your general rights?
¿Tendrán alguna pregunta, caballeros, respecto a sus derechos generales?
All right, thank you.
I think one of the things I love most about her is her cadence and the way that she speaks. She enunciates different words than normally people would be or would do, and I don't know why. It makes it a little bit sing-songy, and I like it. Also, guys, if you're just getting here, please go ahead, clock in for your shift, hit the like button. If you hate Streamlabs and gambling and fun, go ahead and block Streamlabs. You can do that. Sashina, I added a few of the ones that you sent me on the list. Not all of them yet, but I did add Taser to the commands, which will be fun. Also, somebody said French and English are like 50% sharing vocabulary. 100p. I agree with that. I can read French, no problem. And I can usually figure out what they're talking about. But I can't speak it or listen to it and hear it, you know? Like I can't. So, and that's why I made my daughter take French immersion so she can speak French for me.
Muy bien, gracias.
Next, we're going to go over the 4 main ways to be released from custody.
A continuación les voy a explicar las 4 formas principales en que pueden ser liberados.
The first way is to post the full amount of your bail in cash or with the cashier's check.
La primera forma es depositar el monto total de su fianza en efectivo con un cheque de caja.
That is the full amount, not a percentage or a payment plan.
Esa es la cantidad total, no es un porcentaje ni un plan de pago.
That money is kept on deposit with the sheriff's office until your case is resolved.
Ese dinero se mantiene en depósito con la oficina del sheriff hasta que se resuelva su caso.
Once your case is resolved, those monies are returned to you.
Una vez que se resuelva su caso, esos dineros se le reembolsan a usted.
The second way to be released from custody is by hiring a bail bondsman.
La segunda forma en que pueden ser liberados es contratando a una afianzadora.
A bail bondsman will in general charge you 10 to 15% of the bond amount to obtain your release from jail.
Una afianzadora en general le va a cobrar entre el 10 y el 15% del monto de su fianza para lograr su liberación.
Any fee you pay a bondsman, however, is non-refundable.
Sin embargo, lo que usted le pague a la afianzadora no es reembolsable.
When you are back at the post, you will be given access to the different phone numbers of different bail bondsmen if that is what you desire.
Cuando regresen a los separos, se les dará acceso a diferentes números de diferentes afianzadoras, si eso es lo que desean.
The third way to be released from custody is by qualifying for personal bond.
La tercera forma para ser liberados es calificando para una fianza personal.
A personal bond is essentially your promise to return to court.
Una fianza personal es esencialmente su promesa de regresar al juzgado.
The fourth and final way to be released from custody is by hiring an attorney.
La cuarta y última forma en que pueden ser liberados es contratando a un abogado.
An attorney can obtain either a surety bond or a personal bond on your behalf.
Un abogado podrá obtener ya sea una fianza con garantía o una fianza personal a nombre de usted.
Additionally, any fee you pay an attorney to get you released from custody will oftentimes go towards your total legal fees if you end up hiring that attorney to handle the rest of your case. That way, you do not have to pay twice.
Además, lo que usted le pague al abogado para lograr su liberación muchas veces se utiliza para los honorarios legales totales si usted termina contratando a ese abogado para que maneje el resto de su caso. De esa manera, no tendrá que pagar dos veces.
Regardless of how you get out of custody, make sure you return for all your court dates or a warrant will be issued for your arrest.
Sin importar de qué manera logra su liberación, asegúrese de regresar a todas sus comparecencias en el juzgado. De otra manera, se emitirá una orden de arresto en su contra.
Do you have any questions, gentlemen, regarding the four main ways to be released from custody?
¿Tendrán alguna pregunta, caballeros, respecto a las cuatro formas principales en que pueden ser liberados?
All right, thank you.
Bien, gracias.
Mr. Quintanilla Hernandez and Mr. Garza Ramirez, if you are non-United States citizens, you may request that your country's consular officers here in the United States be notified of your situation.
Señores Quintanilla Hernández y Garza Ramírez, si ustedes no son ciudadanos de los Estados Unidos, ustedes pueden solicitar que se le avise al oficial consular de su país natal aquí en los Estados Unidos sobre su situación.
You may also communicate with your consular officer.
Ustedes también podrán comunicarse con su oficial consular.
A consular officer may be able to help you obtain legal representation, contact your family, and visit you in detention, among other things.
El oficial consular podrá ayudarle a conseguir representación legal, contactar a su familia y visitarlo en la cárcel, entre otras cosas.
If you would like us to notify your consular officer, you can request this notification now.
Si usted desea que se le avise al oficial consular de su país, usted puede solicitar este aviso ahora mismo.
Mr. Garza Ramirez, what is your country of origin, sir?
Mexico.
Would
You didn't
like
even need
us
the
to notify
translator.
Your consular officer for your native country of Mexico.
¿Desea usted que se le avise al oficial consular de su país natal de México?
No.
No.
All right, so ordered.
Bien, así se ordena.
Mr. Quintanilla Hernandez, what is your country of origin, sir?
Señor Quintanilla Hernández, ¿cuál es su país de origen, señor?
Salvador.
El Salvador.
Would you like us to notify your consular officer for your native country of El Salvador?
¿Desea usted que se le avise al oficial consular de su país natal de El Salvador?
No, está bien.
No, that's fine.
So ordered.
Así se ordena.
Next, we're going to go over your individual charge and bond amounts.
Ahora les voy a decir en forma individual de qué se les acusa y de cuánto es su fianza.
Mr. Garza Ramirez, you have been charged with a Class A misdemeanor assault causing bodily injury.
Señor Garza Ramírez, a usted
Mr. Garza Ramirez, you have also been charged with having a man bun. You will need to deal with that before you deal with anything else. Also, guys, just a reminder, I pinned a link at the top of the chat, which has a link tree to all of my special places you can visit me on the internet. So check that out. It's lots of fun. YouTube Daddy won't let me talk about it, but there's lots of fun on there. Seriously though, man bun. I still can't get over the guy the other day who had hidden so much shit in his hair, and then the judge was like, well, that's just what he's carrying around with him every day.
Se le acusa de un delito menor de clase A por una agresión que ha causado una lesión corporal.
The range of punishment on that type of offense in the state of Texas is up to 1 year in the county jail and a $4,000 fine.
El rango de castigo por este tipo de delitos en el estado de Texas es hasta 1 año en cárcel de condado y $4,000 de multa.
That bond has been set at $5,000 plus a TSA's family violence class.
Esa fianza se fijó en $5,000, además de una clase de violencia familiar de tesis.
Do you have any questions, sir, regarding your charge or bond amount?
¿Tendrá usted alguna pregunta, señor, respecto al cargo o al monto de su fianza?
No.
No.
Are you requesting that I appoint you an attorney this morning to help you with this case?
¿Desea usted que le asigne un abogado de oficio esta mañana, señor, que le ayude con su caso?
Sí.
Yes.
So ordered.
Así se ordena.
Mr. Garza Ramirez, before we lose our interpreter, do you have any other questions for me?
Señor Garza Ramírez, antes de perder el intérprete, ¿tendrá usted alguna pregunta para mí?
No.
No.
All right. Take care of yourself, sir.
Bien, con cuidado, señor.
Mr. Quintanilla Hernandez, you have been charged with a first-degree felony.
Señor Quintanilla Hernández, a usted se le acusa de un delito grave de primer grado.
The range of punishment on that type of offense in the state of Texas is a minimum of 5 years to a maximum of 99 years or life in prison and a $10,000 fine.
El rango de castigo por este tipo de delitos en el estado de Texas es un mínimo de 5 años y un máximo de 99 años o cadena perpetua y una multa de $10,000.
That bond has been set at $25,000 plus an emergency protection order plus
Esa,
no firearm.
esa fianza se ha fijado en $25,000, además de una orden de protección de emergencia, y no deberá poseer armas de fuego.
Sir, you also have a second-degree felony as well.
Señor, también se le acusa de un delito grave de segundo grado.
The range of punishment on that type of offense in the state of Texas is a minimum of 2 years to a maximum of 20 years in the Texas Department of Correction and a $10,000 fine.
El rango de castigo por este tipo de delitos en el estado de Texas es un mínimo de 2 años y un máximo de 20 años en el Departamento de Correcciones de Texas y $10,000 de multa.
That bond has also been set at $25,000 plus an emergency protection order plus no possession of a firearm.
Esa fianza se fijó también en $25,000, además de una orden de protección de emergencia, y no deberá poseer armas de fuego.
In addition to that, sir, you also have an ICE detainer at this time.
Además de eso, señor, el Servicio de Inmigración y Control de Aduana lo está deteniendo.
Do you have any questions, sir, regarding your charge or bond amount?
¿Tendrá usted alguna pregunta, señor, respecto a el cargo que se le presenta, los cargos que se le presentan o el monto de su fianza?
No.
No.
Are you requesting that I appoint you an attorney at this time to help you with these cases?
¿Solicita usted que le asigne un abogado de oficio en estos momentos que le ayude con sus casos?
Ya tengo un abogado.
I already have an attorney.
All right, who is that?
¿Y de acuerdo quién es el abogado?
Dan Chamber. Dan Chamber. I was Dan Chamber. Tate Chambers.
David Chambers?
Yes.
Okay, all right. Wonderful. I know him. Please tell him I said hello.
Sí, muy bien. Yo lo conozco y ahí me lo saluda.
Mr. Quintanilla Hernandez, earlier I asked you if you would like us to notify your consular officer for your native country of El Salvador, and you indicated no. But in light of the fact that you have an ICE detainer at this time, would you like to change that answer?
Señor Quintanilla Hernández, hace rato yo le pregunté si deseaba que se le avisara al oficial consular de su país sobre su situación y usted dijo que no, pero en vista de que inmigración le está deteniendo, le gustaría cambiar su respuesta.
O sea, realmente,
Actually,
Sir,
señor,
no.
no.
all right, so ordered.
Bien, así se ordena.
Mr. Quintanilla Hernandez, we will now go over the terms of the emergency protection order.
Señor Quintanilla Hernández, ahora le voy a explicar los términos de la orden de protección de emergencia.
You are going to be prohibited from committing further assault,
Se le va a prohibir a usted cometer mayores agresiones.
do you understand that, sir?
¿Entiende usted eso, señor?
Sí, ya.
Yes, I do.
Thank you, sir.
So Deborah Baker raises a good point in the chat. Obviously, I think this is in this is in Texas, and a lot of them may not be here legally. Them being somebody that's being asked the question if they would like their consulate notified of their arrest, and therefore they don't want to deal with the consulate. However, what's interesting in this case, it seems like he has an ICE detainer. Immigrations and Customs Enforcement, I think that stands for. So would they have not already notified that country? Hi, Lucy. Oh yeah, she is such a great judge. We've got a bunch of different stuff to watch tonight, so we've got some fun things. So yeah, so she was trying to explain to him, sir, they already know about you being here. We already told you. And he just doesn't get it, I guess. I did like when she said, "Oh, your lawyer's so and so. Say hi to him for me." The translator translated that. MB, thank you for being here. This is Travis County, which is Austin, Texas. Okay, good to know. The fear of government agencies is real. I understand that, and I don't blame them for that. I think, though, that, well, I don't know. An ICE detainer, is that an add-on for a Samsung? No, no, it's for a washer dryer. It's for the ice cold setting. Yeah. I do think she actually speaks Spanish though, because of the way that she nods along. I think she's actually hearing what he's saying more than I am.
Gracias, señor.
The protected person is listed as a female with the initials MM.
La persona protegida aparece como una menor de iniciales MM.
Are you familiar with the protected person, sir?
¿Sí conoce usted a la persona protegida, señor?
¿Puedo dar con un nombre completo? No.
Could you give me the full name?
No, this is being recorded, but you will receive it in writing.
No, esta sesión se está grabando, pero sí la va a recibir usted por escrito.
Okay?
¿De acuerdo?
¿Está bien, señor?
Sí.
Yes.
Thank you.
Bien, gracias.
You're also, sir, going to be prohibited from communicating directly with a member of the family or household of the protected person in a threatening or harassing manner.
Además, se le va a prohibir a usted comunicarse directamente con algún miembro de la familia o del hogar de la persona protegida de una manera amenazadora o hostigadora.
Do you understand that, sir?
¿Entiende usted eso, señor?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, sir.
Gracias, señor.
You're also going to be prohibited from going within 200 yards of the protected address.
Además, se le va a prohibir a usted acercarse a menos de 200 yardas del domicilio protegido.
The address is listed as 2312 Thrasher Lane, Austin, Texas, 78741, or any subsequent address.
El domicilio protegido aparece como el 2312 Thrasher Lane en Austin, Texas, 78741 o cualquier domicilio posterior.
Do you understand that, sir?
¿Entiende usted eso, señor?
Yes,
Okay,
Yes.
thank you, sir.
Gracias, señor.
Mr. Quintanilla Hernandez, you understand that if you're found to be within the presence of the protected person or within 200 yards of the protected address, you will be rearrested, sir.
Señor Quintanilla Hernández, ¿entiende usted que si fuera usted a ser sorprendido dentro de la presencia de la persona protegida o a menos de 200 yardas del domicilio protegido, usted sería arrestado de nuevo, señor?
yes, entiendo.
Yes, I do.
Thank you, sir.
Gracias, señor.
That rearrest charge, sir, carries a maximum range of punishment of up to 1 year in the county jail and a $4,000 fine.
Ese cargo, al volver a ser arrestado, trae consigo una pena de hasta 1 año en cárcel de condado y $4,000 de multa.
Do you understand that, sir?
¿Entiende usted eso, señor?
Sí.
Yes.
Thank you, sir.
Gracias, señor.
In addition to that, you may not possess a firearm while this case is pending.
Además de eso, no deberá usted poseer armas de fuego mientras el caso esté pendiente.
Do you understand that, sir?
¿Entiende usted eso, señor?
Yeah.
Yes.
Lastly, sir, this emergency protection order will expire at midnight in 60 days on October 29th of 2023.
Además, señor, esta orden de protección de emergencia vencerá en 60 días, el día a la medianoche del día 29 de octubre de 2023.
Do you understand that, sir?
¿Entiende usted eso, señor?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, sir.
Gracias, señor.
Mr. Quintanilla Hernandez, do you have any questions for me regarding your charge, the bond amount, the range of punishment for these types of offenses in the state of Texas, or the terms of this emergency protection order?
Señor Quintanilla Hernández, ¿tendrá usted alguna pregunta respecto a sus cargos, los montos de su fianza, el rango de castigo por este tipo de delitos en el estado de Texas, o bien los términos de la orden de protección de emergencia?
Ah, está bien.
No, that's fine.
All right, sir. Take care, sir.
Bien, con cuidado, señor.
All right, Ricardo. I appreciate you again this morning. Thank you for being with us.
It is my pleasure as always, Your Honor. I thank you for having me and wish you a wonderful morning.
You as well.
Thank you.
All
I
right,
love it.
gentlemen, thank you for your patience as we allowed our Spanish speakers to get all of their questions answered. Next, we have Michael Diaz. Sir, you have been charged.
Sorry, Judge. I just wanted to speak for a moment while we have here. So these are called pepperoncini peppers. They're what comes with your food at Papa John's. That's the pepper that's in there. And I like them a lot, but I normally buy like a different brand. I was at Walmart today and these were cheap. Pepperoncini? Well, it says pepperoncini. Pepperoncini. So, and it says here, like, this is what they look like. But here's what was freaking me out, right? At the top, there's like some plastic thing that's inside of there. I've never seen inside of a jar before. And part of me is like, is that meant to be there? Or is it there for a bad reason? Like, I don't know if I want to return. I bet if I go back to the store, how dumb I'll feel when I look at the other ones and they all have this, if I go to return this. When I was a kid, I used to do pickle juice shots. Shots of pickle juice. Really, for some reason, like to do that. And And these are not pickles, though. They're pickled peppers. Pickled peppers. If Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers, how many pickled peppers Piper pick? If Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers, how many pickled peppers did Peter Piper pick? That's the question.
With the Class B misdemeanor driving while intoxicated.
Hold on, just a seal, and can I take food back? Of course I can take food back. Yeah, it depends on the grocery store that you go to, but like, yeah, absolutely. If I pepperoni, but if like, okay, I have two grocery store stories. Once I bought like a bushel of apples, no, a bag of apples, and I brought them home, and they were like rotten. And I went back like 2 days later, and I was just like, these are not good, not happening. And they were like, "Oh, of course, ma'am, no problem. Do you want different ones or whatever?" And then you pick whatever. Um, One time I left a shopping bag at a grocery store. You can tell it was a long time ago because we had plastic bags. We are not allowed plastic bags in Canada, or in my part of Canada, which is why I literally was fangirling at convenience stores in Texas when I was like, they're giving me a plastic bag without me paying extra and like feeling like a criminal because here you're not allowed them. They're not allowed even at grocery stores. Anyways, so this was back in the day when they did have plastic bags of grocery stores. I had bought steaks and I bought something else. The expensive items were in that bag, and I got home, I unloaded the groceries, and I realized like this bag is not here. Like, where did it go? And I called the grocery store and I said, "Hey, is my bag there?" And they're like, just come on down and we'll take care of it." And I was like, "Oh, okay," like assuming, yeah, the bag's there, right? So I brought the receipt. The bag was not there. They just went and got me all the food that I said I was missing and gave it to me for free. And I was just like, oh, nobody, where's the bag? They're like, "We don't know, but that's okay." And I was just like, wow, okay. I'll be back. I'll continue to shop here. Thank you for the great service. Like, I don't know how else to say that. Um, Plastic bags are contraband, and also plastic straws are contraband. I smuggled lots of plastic straws because drinking anything with a paper straw is depressing. It's just depressing. Like, it used to be a kitschy thing that like some bars would do, like, "Oh, we only have paper straws and we don't want you to feel comfortable at all." But fucking no. Oh, they don't even, first of all, you cannot have plastic bags at the grocery store. They don't even have them. Not even at takeout restaurants do they allow plastic bags. But also, you have to pay 25 cents for a paper bag, and paper bags don't hold groceries, okay? Not real groceries, not the pepperoncinis or however I'm supposed to say them. I get it, but the plastic bags are not the problem. Here's the problem, right? When I go to the grocery store and I buy these cookies, and inside they're packaged in plastic and they're wrapped in plastic, and I'm not allowed to bring them home in a plastic bag. Maybe we need to be talking to these people about the plastics, you know? And every product that you open virtually is going to be like that. So 8 bags is a toonie? I don't know. I've never had 8 bags. How would I carry 8 paper bags out of the store? I had to change my whole shopping habits. Now, we did see that I had a reusable bag here, and the likelihood of me having a reusable bag is slim to none. So I also buy these a lot for $2. So I have about 77 reusable bags. I know I could keep them in the car. You think if I could remember to do that, I wouldn't have done it already. It's just not like, you know, it's too much. One reusable bag is at least a toonie. Yeah, at least a toonie. And then, and at Walmart, they don't have even paper bags. They have 0 bags available at our Walmart. You can have nothing. You can spend $500 at Walmart and they'll be like, "Did you want to buy a bag for that?" And I'd be like, "No, I want you to fucking put my groceries in a bag and put them in my cart." But they won't. They won't. Denali Mike, thank you. Send me all your Canadian change. I save up all my US change for when I go to Florida or when I go to the States, and look what I have in my pocket. An American quarter. Oh, I just found it today. And I had to put it in my special area. But here's a I know you got to keep them in the car, Kay. I know. I walk a lot though. I do. I walk a lot of places. Here's a sneaky tip. At the casino, a slot machine's not going to take a Canadian quarter. Okay. But those pushing machines that like slide the quarters back and like you put them in and they fly to the top and then it pushes them down with the arms, they do take Canadian quarters. Just saying. Or they did last time I was in the States playing on one. Um, buy me a bunch of plastic bags. I should. Honestly, like when I was in the States, like I brought what used to be garbage to me, plastic bags. I like saved them up like a fucking old person, which is a little bit depressing. Oh my God. Is that going to be my generation's sweet and low? Like people that share, like save sweet and low? It's just we don't have any. We don't have any. And the weirdest part is that now we have to buy garbage bags. We used to use the grocery bags for garbage bags. Oh, going through TSA at the airport. Tell me about it, Deborah. They were already perplexed with my bags at the airport. They always are. I always have fun things in there. They always ask a lot of questions. I always ask for an extra pat down or frisk, and they don't give it to me usually. Yeah, you can have Ziploc bags, 100p, no problem. We'll sell you giant Ziploc bags, but they're expensive. The drinking age is 19 in British Columbia, where I am. It is 18 right next door in Alberta. Um, I think that's the lowest it goes, 18. I'm jealous of all y'all's plastic bags. Seriously. Ugh, so frustrating. We'll play this. I'll show you. Because we don't have one of these places here, so you'll know I got it from the States.
The range of punishment on the type of offense.
Which? I don't know what that is. But what a great bag. Canada has a separate store for beer? Yeah, we do. What do you mean beer? Oh, you mean like in Ontario where they have the beer store and then like we have you can't buy liquor except in a liquor store. You can buy like alcohol and beer in a liquor store, and those would either be government operated or private, but they're liquor stores and that's all they sell. We don't have like you couldn't go to the grocery store and get liquor here. Like when I walked into the convenience store and I was like, Jesus fucking Christ, look at all these booze. Uh, in Love it, Bruce. Uh, you can buy liquor at the gas station. See, that sounds dangerous. That sounds dangerous. Another thing, we don't display cigarettes in Canada. Okay. So you know where you can buy them, but they can't advertise them. They can't have signs out. They can't have pricing out. They can't show you any part of it. So there's nothing. There's not even, you cannot have a price of a pack of cigarettes posted. You have to, like, it's like behind the counter, not visible at all. You're not allowed to see cigarettes or tobacco products anywhere in Canada, even in a smoke shop. So all of the smoke shops have to have frosted windows. You can't, and they do put lungs on the cigarette packages. They put a lot of like safety warnings. They put the safety warnings on the pot too. Like here, let's see what this safety warning said from the. I have a lot of these containers, which is legal marijuana. This was mango taffy. And first of all, I hate these warning labels because they're usually not even accurate. So I don't read them at all, but let's see what it says here. Warning! The effects from eating or drinking cannabis. First of all, again, this was a joint. These were joints. So thank you for putting a really applicable warning on the product. The effects from eating or drinking cannabis can be long-lasting. Can be long-lasting. The effects can last between 6 and 12 hours following use. That's it. That's not even a fucking warning. Some of them say like, I have a bin of them. I'll find some more. But some of them say things like using marijuana can trigger psychotic episodes. And I'm like, no, I mean, in very, 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 very unique instances. Yeah, that's what we call a great promise. Fucking 6 to 12 hours on the weed? Yeah, that'd be sweet. That's not what they're given. I'm gonna go find more.
In the state of Texas is up to 6 months in the county jail and a $2,000 fine. That bond has been set at $3,500. Do you have any questions, sir, regarding your charge or bond amount?
Could you please repeat the bond amount?
$3,500.
Thank you.
You're welcome, sir.
For the question.
Are you requesting that I appoint you an attorney just wanting to help you with this case?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so ordered. Mr. Diaz, it also appears that pretrial services has granted you personal bond this morning, so you will be processed for release within the next 4 to 6 hours. Do you have any questions about that process, sir?
No, ma'am. Maybe this is just procedural, but I will get copies of any of this information upon release. Is that correct?
Absolutely. At your release, they'll give you copies of everything. Absolutely.
Thank you.
You're welcome, sir. Take care of yourself. Please Uber in the future.
Should have.
Next, we have Andrew Wilson.
Did she just say Andrew Wilson? Somebody who is not me did not date a guy named Andrew Wilson.
Mr. Wilson, you've been charged with a state jail felony unauthorized use of a motor vehicle.
Okay, it's definitely not him. Oh my god. I promise that's not the Andrew.
The range of punishment on that type of offense in the state of Texas is a minimum of 6 months to a maximum of 2 years in a state jail facility and a $10,000 fine. That bond has been set at $7,500 plus no contact with the alleged victim. Do you have any questions, sir, regarding your charge or bond amount? No? All right. Are you requesting that I appoint you an attorney this morning, sir, to help you with this case? All right, so ordered. Take care of yourself, sir. Next, we have Michael Oricher. Hope I'm pronouncing your last name correctly.
Oh, yeah.
Oricher, all right. So you have been charged with a Class B misdemeanor criminal trespass. That is a bond increase out of Court 3, Judge Garcia.
Okay, to be fair, I am into older men. Just that's the truth of the matter. But not that much older. Let's be realistic here. Although maybe he's just having a rough day. I don't know. Okay, I found 4 more marijuana packages. of different varieties that I will, and you can see they all have this giant THC label on them, and they have like an excise tax, like it's got a sticker on it. Anyway, so here we go. This one says, warning, do not use if pregnant or breastfeeding. Substances in cannabis are transferred from the mother to the child and can harm your baby. That's a good one. That's probably good to know. This one says, warning, the smoke. First of all, this was on a package called Big Old Bag of Buds. Big Bag of Buds. And this was an ounce. Yeah, I bought an ounce of weed here. And they've told me, warning, the smoke from cannabis is harmful. Toxic and carcinogenic chemicals found in tobacco smoke, such as polyaromatic hydrocarbons, aromatic amines, and N-heterocyclics, are also found in cannabis smoke. What? Okay. Maybe they've all got to me already. You all know how old I am. Warning. Adolescents and young adults are at a greater risk of harms from cannabis. Daily or near daily use over a prolonged period of time can harm brain development and function. While I do not recommend smoking marijuana before you turn like 19, 20. I wish, Courtney, you're very sweet. Okay, here's the last one. This was on something called green crack. Warning, it can take up to 4 hours to feel the full effects from eating and drinking cannabis. Again, not fucking applicable. Consuming more within this time period can result in adverse effects that may require medical attention. It doesn't require medical attention. People just freak out. Secondly, that's good advice. Don't take more weed. And I am 35 years old. I'm a 35-year-old lady. But please keep in mind, I have a 15-year-old daughter. So that adds 10 years. We won't talk about the oldest guy I've ever dated, but let's just say I think he was older than my dad.
She has set that bond at $10,000 plus a GPS in jail.
Oh, Jonathan, that's a great question. If you have weed in your bum, should you seek medical attention? No. The amazing part about putting activated THC rectally, which is why they sell suppositories for it, is that it bypasses the liver and therefore the psychoactivity never develops. And so you can take very high dose THC without getting high. So no, you won't have to see a medical professional if the weed is in your bum, unless you've put like physical flour up there, which you didn't decarbonate first. You gotta use an oil, you know. I haven't beat your age gap yet, Deborah. Well, I didn't say how old my dad was. I am young. I know I'm young. I had my daughter I got pregnant when I was 19. I, yeah. The name Andrew Wilson, really. Oh, what age range? Weed plugging advice with KCC. I very much recommend that, and I have very good advice on that. But I will probably like 30 years, 30 years, 35 years maybe. 30. Difference. Max.
Plus, you must report to the pretrial mental health supervision officer. Do you have any questions, sir, regarding your charge or bond amount?
No, ma'am.
Are you requesting that I appoint you an attorney this morning, sir, to help you with this case?
I still have my attorney from the last
All right, is that attorney hired or appointed?
appointment.
All right, so we'll make sure and produce a new appointment order as well, so that you can get that same attorney. Who is that? What's the name?
Mr. Wood, Brennan Wood.
Oh, yes, Mr. Wood. All right, please tell him I said hello. All right, so order, sir. Take care of yourself. Thank you. Next, we have Jordan, no. Rugley is not present, is that right?
He's not.
My apology. Next, we have Jonathan Lee. Mr. Lee, you have been charged with looks like a second-degree felony possession of controlled substance. The range of punishment on that type of offense in the state of Texas is a minimum of 2 years to a maximum of 20 years in the Texas Department of Correction and a $10,000 fine. That bond has been set at $15,000 plus a drug court screen. Do you have any questions, sir, regarding your charge or bond amount?
Yes, ma'am. I was told it was a third degree, you got enhanced with six.
Good night, Deborah Baker. Also, Mayor, put your sling back on. Guys, if you're just getting here, please go ahead and clock in for your shift by hitting the like button. Also, if you want to join the conversation, tell us what your age gap is between you and your lovers. Honestly, and Courtney says it is getting to that dicey time when you double the age. That weird Matt guy, he said when you during a traffic stop and the police say they can smell weed in the car. Listen, I used to manage a dispensary. I smell like weed a lot. It doesn't bother me, but one time I got pulled over and the lady was like, "It smells like weed in here." I was like, "I bet it does. Yes. It's probably weed all over me. I just came from working at a dispensary for fucking, 8 hours today." And she was just like, "Oh, okay." And then this guy I dated for a while, he grew weed as a job legally as well. And the school got all pissy about it, like the smell, and they were like, "Oh, we're gonna have to call the police." And let's just say they didn't call the police. Things were handled. But again, sometimes people just freak out about the littlest weird things. And weed is not that bad for adults, most adults. I'm seeing 15 years, 10 years. Your hubby's 15 years older than you, Deborah. Yeah, I mean, like when I was 17, I think there was definitely something that nowadays would be illegal with some older people, but back in the day, they didn't care. MB says Hubs is 7 years older than you, and he does all of the shopping, MB. It's pretty good.
Yeah, it looks that way. Yes, sir. You have any other questions for me?
No, ma'am.
All right, are you requesting that I appoint you an attorney this morning to help you with this case?
No, I have one,
Who is that?
not Evans.
Oh, yes, I know Mr. Evans. Please tell him I said hello. Is he hired or appointed, Mr. Lee?
He's hired.
He's hired. All right, so order. Take care of yourself, sir. Just give Mr. Evans a call. You're gonna be given access to the phone so that he can go ahead and post the bond on you this morning.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you. Next, we have Carlos Garcia. Mr. Garcia, you have been charged with a third-degree felony, unlawful possession of a firearm by felon. The range of punishment on the type of offense in the state of Texas is a minimum of 2 years to a maximum of 10 years in the Texas Department of Correction and a $10,000 fine. That bond was set at $40,000 plus no possession of firearms. Do you have any questions, sir, regarding your charge or bond amount?
No, ma'am.
All right, are you requesting that I appoint you an attorney this morning, sir, to help you with this case?
No, ma'am, I have, Benjamin Gergen.
Oh, Mr. Gergen is hired? Okay, so you're gonna hire him?
He's already hired.
All right, wonderful. I know Mr. Gergen as well. Please tell him I said hello. So, Mr.
Okay, now it's uncanny, Deborah Baker. She knows every lawyer. Good night.
Garcia, you're also aware that you have several other charges pending that I guess Mr. Gergen is working on, is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. it appears that you've already been magistrated on them, so I'm not going to magistrate you on those. I just want to make sure you understand that there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 other charges. You're aware of that?
Yes, ma'am. So I only have one possession of a firearm though, right?
Correct, just one of those.
That's what the total of the old ones in now, but he's working on it right now.
Okay, he's working on them. All right, wonderful. I just want to make sure you are on the right path and that somebody's helping you out this morning. You have any other questions for me, Mr. Garcia?
I was just trying to make sure I had all the charges I have, only have one possession of firearm though.
You just got one possession of firearm by felon. Yes, sir.
Okay, that's cool. Yes, ma'am.
All right. Take care of yourself, sir.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. All right, officer, is that everyone in the room?
Yes, Your Honor, that's all.
All right, thank you.
It is on a fucking playlist. Why didn't it play the next one? Hold on 1 second, guys. This is why I was gonna walk away for a second, but I didn't. Also, hi Crass, how are you? I heard that you got some legal paperwork from that incident over at Creed's house. My advice would be get a lawyer. It's probably the best way. YouTube Daddy always screws with me. He didn't like the way I screwed him. Great reminder, though, Jonathan. If anybody would like to hang out on other places, the link tree is posted in the chat and is pinned at the top, and it includes all my links. I do have to fix.
For the right, you can ask me about that when I call your name.
Okay, we're going
Please
to a
do not
different
ask-
judge. Hold on. God damn it. I have no fucking respect. The great poop incident of 2023. No lawyer needed. You're soft sit. You were traveling and you'll be representing yourself. Oh, what good money I would pay to see that. We have a code for soft sits over here. I don't know if you know it yet. That's a 66666. Is that what it is? I think it's a 6666666. Okay, we got some ladies this time. It's a different judge. Let's see what happens. First of all, I'm just going to do a little toe check, little toenails. Nobody's got really cute nails. I've been trying to pick the nails that I'm going to get for Florida. I've already settled on my fingernails, but I'm working on my toenails. So, we're getting there. I was looking for, this looks like an interesting crowd. Oh, you can't see them. Y'all can't see them. This looks like an interesting crowd we've got here.
Ask me about the facts of your case because I don't have any information to discuss with you Also, because this session is being recorded, I don't want you to say anything about your case that's going to affect you down the road. So make sure you save those questions for your attorney. With respect to the bonds, if you qualify for a PR bond, I will tell you. Okay. If I don't tell you, that means you did not qualify. All right. You don't have to ask me again about it. I will tell you that there's certain types of cases where you absolutely will not qualify. And those are cases that fall under SB 6 or Senate Bill 6. Basically, if it's any type of aggravated offense, anything that is a serious offense like a kidnapping, any type of sexual assaults, weapons, any cases involving weapons, those things you're just simply not going to qualify. Okay, the law is
This
clear about
is
that.
basically the dating game for you. You can have your pick of any of these women here.
If you don't have one of those charges pending and you still didn't qualify, there's a lot of different reasons that you wouldn't. For instance, you're on probation for another case. You're on parole for another case. You have other charges pending that haven't been resolved yet. You didn't complete the application process with the pretrial services officer, so they couldn't verify your information, whether it be references, your address, any number of things. It could be that you have a long criminal history. So there's a lot of different reasons that you would not qualify. Unless it's Senate Bill 6, you could possibly qualify down the road. Speak to your attorney, ask the attorney the questions. They will know what to present to the court. If it's missing information, they can provide it or they can get it from you. If it's some other reason, they'll know the law to determine whether or not you can qualify or not, okay? But you don't need to ask me because I'm telling you right now that if you qualified, I will tell you, all right? Now, you all have the right to remain silent. Anything that you say can and may be used as evidence against you in the court of law. You have the right to have an attorney. If you're indigent and you cannot afford an attorney, then you have the right to have one appointed to represent you. You also have the right to have an attorney present during any type of interview with peace officers or with attorneys representing the state, and the right to terminate that interview at any time. You also have the right to have an attorney present during type of lineup and or confrontation by witnesses. If you're facing a felony charge, then that means you have the right to an examining trial. This is a hearing put on by the state to show that there's enough evidence to hold you in jail pending either you posting the bond or the state filing the formal indictment against you. Hay dos personas que no hablan inglés. Así es, ¿cuáles son? Okay, les voy a explicar todo después de que termine, okay? I'll just do those two afterwards.
Always a fucking translator case.
Ashley Brown,
Please reset. Sure.
reset. Anna Chin. Ms. Chin, you're charged with a Class B misdemeanor for driving while intoxicated. This is,
Ugh, the angle is so bad. Why are we looking down on top of their head? But seriously, drinking and driving is not cool, guys. Don't do that. Also, Lisa B just popped in reminding us, please stay safe during this storm, you guys. Okay? I know some of you are cavalier, but as a Canadian, please stay safe. So Crass, this is your number 2. She's a drunk.
a $2,500 bond. You do qualify for a PR bond, okay?
What?
For everyone that does qualify for a PR bond, please listen very carefully because it applies to everyone. It'll take about 4 hours for your release, okay, plus or minus. It is now 1 o'clock, so you're looking at around 5 o'clock before you get released, okay? You will be given instructions at that time when you are released. On those instructions, it includes a page that looks like this. Your court date's going to be written right there in the middle, okay? Make sure you show up to court. If you don't know the court date, call your attorney. If your attorney does not respond, call pretrial services, okay? Your attorney is not responsible for you to show up to court. It is not the attorney's fault if you don't show up to court and he doesn't give you the date. You understand that, right?
Right.
Because the attorney's not going back to jail if he doesn't show up to court, right?
Right.
So you're the only one responsible for that. There is an administrative fee that you will have to pay. You have to report to pretrial services within 7 days of your release. It's a $40 fee. That is not your bond. Okay? That's separate. You need to report separately, okay? All right, are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes,
Do you have an attorney or are you planning on hiring one or are you gonna ask for a court-appointed attorney?
yes, I'm going to hire an attorney.
Do you have any questions for me? All right, good luck. Eric Gant? Mr. Gant, you're charged with a motion to revoke your probation. This is a $5,000 bond. Are you a U.S. citizen? Will you be hiring an attorney or asking for a court-appointed attorney? Do you have any questions?
I guess I didn't get a PR bond.
So you didn't hear what I said at the
Yeah.
beginning? All right, thank you. You're on probation, right? So you're not gonna get a PR bond because of that. You got pending charges. Luis Gomez. Okay. ¿En español? Okay. Gomez. Lorena Hill. All right, ma'am.
Okay, this is Crass's number one. Was this your number one, Crass? Let's go ahead and let's do a guess on what she's here for. What does anybody think? So unoriginal. I guess she could be there for the DUI. Did they shift them down? Oh no, the good hair girl's still there. She just looks different. Presto says math. She was there for math. She really loves long division. Chris being too sexy. She can't hear you, buddy. It's a lost one on me. Possession, shoplifting. Let's make a love connection. DV. She's here for hot check. She's actually wild in the bedroom. They put you to jail for that? I hope not. Otherwise, I gotta change what I put up on my OnlyFans.
Ma'am, you're charged with the third-degree felony of driving while intoxicated. This is a $10,000 bond. You are subject to having the interlock device installed in your vehicle within 30 days of your release. You're also subject to a TSS evaluation for alcohol. Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes.
Will you be hiring an attorney or asking for a court-appointed attorney?
Hiring.
Do you have any questions? Good luck, man. Gregor Lockfeld.
Do the women have pink handcuffs?
And sir, you're charged with the Class B misdemeanor driving while intoxicated. This is a $2,500 bond. You do qualify for a PR bond, so again, you will be getting out in the next 4 hours. You heard everything I told to the other lady, right? So make sure you follow those instructions and stay in contact with your attorney. Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yeah.
Will you be hiring an attorney or asking for court appointed?
Hire.
Do you have any questions?
No, sir.
Good luck, sir. Gail Martinez. Martinez, you're charged with the felony possession of a controlled substance in penalty group 1. This is a state jail felony. Your bond is set at $5,000. You are subject to supervision as well as a drug court screening and a TSS evaluation for drugs, assuming you post the bond. Okay. Are you a U.S. citizen? Yes. Hiring an attorney or asking for court appointed attorney? You also have some Class C misdemeanors.
I think Kay pointed it out that his was a misdemeanor, hers was a felony, and that's the main difference between the the two. Also, you're charged with bad banks, sir, says MB. Chris wants to be subject to supervision. TPO pending. No, I'm just joking. Was this your number one though, Crass? I don't approve of drinking and driving. I barely approve of either independently. I mean, I'm okay with it, and I do occasionally do both, but don't drink and drive, people. It's just not smart. Also, everywhere I went in the States, Uber and Lyft, they even have the little signs in the front of the car. It like lights up and it says like Uber or Lyft, like, and so you can see from like far away that that's a Uber or a Lyft. We don't even have that. It's crazy. Yeah. As long as your bike is not electric, I think you're fine, Courtney. I don't know if it was from today. I don't think it was. It might have been from the last 3 days. Oh, they have those signs because someone was murdered into getting into a fake Uber, but how hard is it to make one of those signs fake, okay? It's not like they're badges or police decals. You can get anything. I mean, I could literally probably source one of those, you know? Also, did I say murdered? I said it twice. Shit.
That are pending, these are for traffic tickets that you did not appear in court when they were scheduled originally. I'm gonna go through all of these at once. And then I'm gonna ask you individually on how you plead on each of these, okay? You have the option to plead guilty, not guilty, or no contest. All right. So let's start with January 30th, 2016, speeding. Same date, no driver's license. September 17, 2017 for expired registration. Same date, no insurance. Same date, no driver's license. July 8, 2019, no driver's license, and March 29th, 2020, no driver's license. All right, so we'll go through these individually. Like I said, you can plead guilty.
Oh, do we have a soft sit? Do we have a soft sit right here? I think we do. Also, why is he getting all of these charged now? What about all the times they arrested or they got him subsequently? This doesn't make any sense. Um, let's see. Maybe he is on your list, Crass. That's right. Also, Loud Elvis, was it you that said nice hair, nice head? I don't know what you classify as nice hair, but I might agree a little bit.
Not guilty or no contest. If you plead guilty or no contest, I will accept the plea. I will set a fine. I'm going to run all of these cases concurrent. That means you serve the time on one of them, you serve them on all of them. Okay, you'll have the credit for everything. You're done with these. You don't have to come back to court. You don't have to deal with it. Or you could plead not guilty. I will reschedule this for court, municipal court. You need to show up. If you don't show up, they become warrants again. You're right back here again, doing this thing all over again. Okay.
More or less, how much the fine's gonna be? How much they're gonna be?
I'll tell you here in a moment. Well, in essence, I'm just gonna do them all at $100. I'm gonna run them all concurrent.
So one day we'll pay all of them?
That's correct.
Okay.
Okay, I'm still gonna go through these one at a time to make sure, because I've got to fill in
Yes, sir.
information on all of them. All right. So with respect to the no driver's license, this is for January 30th, 2016. Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
Okay, you know he's done this before. Nobody on their first time says no contest like that. Welcome, Jay from Michigan. If you're just getting here, Presto, you just can be happy that this ain't happening in Clayco, where we normally hang out. Because we have so many hearings from there. He sounds to me an ill-informed Canadian, like he's from Louisiana. Would that be an off guess? It is tame. It is tame comparatively. I mean, first of all, the staff in Clayco are like really crazy. Um, yeah, I think he sounds like he's from Louisiana, and I only know that based on like the people I used to hear in oh, child CPS court in Texas when I used to watch a lot of that during the panorama pandemic. Um, yeah. I'm not bagging on Louisiana people. I'm stating my own experience, which is they sound like they got rocks in their mouth. Also, yeah, med check. Good time for a med check, guys. We're almost an hour and a half into our scheduled programming for this evening. We'd like to take this time to remind you to please think about your medications. If you take them soon, take them. If you don't, think about it. And if you don't take any medications at all, please make your way forward to the chat and let us know what that's like. Thank you.
All right, speeding on the same date.
No contest.
Okay, so somebody says, what is the Louisiana of Canada? Well, remember, we don't have as many options. So our Texas, like what I would say is Alberta is the Texas of Canada, but Newfoundland would be maybe the Louisiana. Okay. Not quite Nova Scotia as much, Courtney. I've been to Nova Scotia. They want to think they're badass. They're not. Yay, Jay from Michigan. Yellowknife, maybe. But Alberta is an oil producing province, and so that's why they get that name. Uh, Again, I just sort of skip over the middle part of Canada. No offense, middle part of Canada. Um, but uh, but Newfoundland, they do like offshore oil rigs, which I think is like a Texas, Louisiana type of job. Um, so like offshore rigging guys that are like they talk with a bit of an accent. I think that's why I would say Newfoundland would be my choice for that. But, I think each Canadian province might be like 5 US states, right? Because just of the sheer numbers. It's a numbers game, guys. You got more. We only have 10 provinces. Letterkenny to you. That's right. Um, That's a good point, though. What we're going to do right now, just quickly interject here, is my American lesson for the evening before we continue on. As a reminder, I'm Canadian. I think in Celsius. So right now it is 16 degrees Celsius. It feels like 16 degrees Celsius. But what is 16 degrees Celsius to my wonderful friends and chosen family? That is 60 degrees Fahrenheit. 60 degrees Fahrenheit. You thought that it was just a bye, grass. Look, True North, strong and free. I'm wearing a Canada shirt. Also, this is coming to you from Canada. So 60 degrees. Still pretty warm for me. And no, Courtney, yeah, it is absolutely um a place. Actually, Newfoundland was founded in the 1400s, 1491, I believe, when Newfoundland was discovered. It is one of the oldest parts of North America, I guess. But of course, the Outer Banks of Newfoundland is as far away from me as you can get. I live on the west coast of Canada, like Newfoundland is the east coast. They're the islands on the east coast, not Prince Edward Island, that's a different province. But Newfoundland and Labrador. Also, Newfoundland and Labrador, they are great because they decided, and there's this running joke. So we have like I'm on Pacific time, and then there's Central time, Eastern, and then there's Newfoundland and Labrador time, which is just 30 minutes difference. And I can just imagine that going down like, yeah, no, we go by hours. So you can be like this hour or that hour. No, we're going to go with the 30 minutes. Well, no, nobody else does that. So you should be on the hour. No, we're going to go with the 30 minutes. And to this day they do. So sometimes you'll hear like, and your news will be coming up at 5 o'clock East, 5:30 Newfoundland or something like that. Anyways, Old Foundland deserves so much more than you got. Eh, it's okay. I mean, maybe it's historically okay, like correct, Crafts, but oh, look at that. Are you serious? It was 1492 and I said 1491? Why the fuck do I know that? Seriously, that's weird. I must have been watching something about that when I was sleeping. Because I've never been to Newfoundland. Not even close. The Vikings found it, but they have saga history, not written history. Okay. I have saga history as well. Let's put it that way. Let's get back to this guy's saga history. I do believe that he is, what's it called? Um, Louisiana, a person from Louisiana. How do you say that? What would they be? We would call a Newfoundlander a Newfie. Would you call them Louis? Are Louisiana people Louis? Alvis, I'm not repeating that. Louisianan? Louisianan? Hmm, okay. Doesn't have a really great ring to it. But that's okay. You know, you can't win everything. Newfie dogs are great though. Absolutely, they are great. And they were developed, I think, because of the like rough seas to go in and like rescue sailors, which is pretty cool. Uh Again, I live on the opposite part of Canada from Newfoundland, literally as opposite as you could get. Louisiana. 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 Cajuns. And here's the thing, there's a lot of French spoken down in Louisiana. Um, Creole, I think they call it. Still can't understand that. Just know how to read it from cereal boxes. Oh yeah, the train that goes across Canada is pretty cool. I think there's one called the Rocky Mountain Express that goes over the Rocky Mountains. Very cool. Okay, let's keep going. No one understands what, Jonathan? Cajun? Oh, Creole, Cajun. Nobody understands it though. Yeah, I get what you're saying. So remember like Glaswegian is something that a lot of people say that about, but my family is all from Glasgow. I was born in Glasgow. So I understand Glaswegian very easily when most people are like, I can't understand what he's saying. So, yeah, and some of the best food is from Louisiana. I've heard about that. Also, in Outlander, was it Outlander? It was either in Outlander or when I was obsessed with reading Outlander, I found like another author that did a series that was based in the same sort of universe. And a lot of it was in Louisiana, pretty sure.
All right, expired registration. This is on September 17th.
No contest.
And then no insurance, same day.
No contest.
You scared them all off, Crass. Rating them.
We have
I'd believe
no
that,
driver's
Beverly.
license, September 17th.
No contest.
No driver's license, same date.
No contest. Sir, since I've been in here since for over a day, those will already be like time served. Okay,
Yes.
thank you, sir.
And then a no driver's license, this was on the last date, 2020.
No contest.
You have any questions?
You said it's a state jail felony,
The other case is a state jail felony, yes.
$5,000 bond?
Yes, sir.
No, that's all I question.
Thank you, sir. Good luck.
I mean, to be honest, he got a really great deal there.
Rodriguez, Vincent Mendoza Rodriguez. All right, sir, you're charged with the second-degree felony assault on a peace officer. This is a $15,000 bond. You're subject to a TSS evaluation for violence. You're also charged with Class A misdemeanor for resisting arrest. This is a $5,000 bond. Are you a U.S. citizen? Yes, you are. All right. And are you going to hire an attorney or request a court-appointed attorney? Hire. You have any questions?
When do I need to pay it? When do I need to pay it?
Whenever you're ready.
And after that,
And then you can bond out as long as you make the arrangements, yes.
I have to pay the full 20,000.
No, it's 15,000 plus the 5. It's a cash or surety bond. So cash bond basically means you pay all of it at once here at the jail. Upon your case being completely resolved, you get that money back. Or you can go through a surety, a bonding company, and you pay 10% thereabouts, depending on whatever arrangements you have with the bonding company. Once your case is resolved, you get released from the bond, but you don't get any of that money back. All right. Good luck, sir. You know what? I think there was a third chart, but that looked like it's been like right. I only have the 2, so. All right. Caitlin Moran, how do you say it?
Okay, we have Caitlin coming up next to the stage. Welcome back. Also, hi, Georgia Peach or Kerman and Peach. Welcome. You are welcome here, and I don't know what you're talking about, honestly, my girl. But we're all having a great night. So if you would like to join us, hang on out. We are gonna guess. What do we think's going on? Crass, what do you think is happening here? Do you think I mean, again, coming to the main stage, ladies and gentlemen, is Caitlin. And what will she have done to get herself to the stage? Let's find out.
Huh? Right. Okay. Ma'am, you're charged out of McCullough County for a possession of marijuana. This is a $2,000 cash or surety bond. Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes.
And will you be hiring an attorney or asking for a court-appointed attorney? Bear in mind that you need to ask for the court-appointed attorney in McCullough County. It's listed on here. They're going to know. But once you get transferred over there or you bond out here, you still need to show up. Okay. And then make sure you get those arrangements done for the court-appointed attorney at that time.
And how much was my bond?
2,000. Emily Polisek.
Wow, Crass, that is your girl. Also, me too. Did the guy that just had like 6 no drivings? You know? And then he got off with whatever? I know, I was just in Texas and I was very careful. Let's say that. I was very careful.
All right, ma'am, you're charged with a Class A misdemeanor for driving while intoxicated. This is a $3,500 bond. You do qualify for the PR bond. You are subject to an interlock device being installed in your vehicle within 30 days of your release. And you're also subject to a TSS evaluation for alcohol. You did listen to everything else I told the other folks that did qualify, right? It's gonna take about 4 hours. You do need to make sure you show up to court and follow all those instructions. You understand?
Yeah.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes.
Will you be hiring an attorney or asking for a court appointed? All right. You have any questions? Good luck. Gilbert Rodriguez. All right, Mr. Rodriguez, you're charged with the third-degree felony of fraudulent use and or possession of identifying information. This is a $10,000 bond. You're also charged with a theft, state jail felony theft out of Bastrop County. That is a $50,000 bond that they set for that court over there.
15.
50. Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes,
Will you be hiring an attorney or asking for court-appointed attorney?
court appointed.
Same as I mentioned before, the court-appointed attorney here is not necessarily the same one you're gonna get in Bastrop. So make sure when you go over there, we talk to them. I did mark it on here so that they will know.
Yes, sir.
Any questions? Good luck, sir. Mauricio Sánchez Mungaray. Hablar un momento. Stearns is not here. All right, Tatiana Valdez. All right, ma'am, you're charged with the class A misdemeanor terroristic threat. This is a 2,500.
Oh, he's so quick. Oh my God, terrorist. Jesus Christ. Also, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The girl there, 6, 7. Rankings much?
$100 bond. You are subject to staying away from and having no communication with the complaining witness in this case. Do you understand that?
Sir.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, sir.
And will you be hiring an attorney or asking for a court appointed attorney? Do you have any questions? Good luck to you. All right, Jeffrey Lanza.
You're the next contestant.
Mr. Lanza, you're charged with a Class B misdemeanor for theft. This is a $1,500 bond. You do qualify for a PR bond. A condition of your bond is you must stay away from that Target store. Do you understand? Yes, you do not go back there, and also make sure you follow all those same instructions that I mentioned earlier. Are you a U.S. citizen? Yes. Will you be hiring an attorney or asking for court appointed attorney? Do you have any questions? Yes. Good luck to you, sir. Veronica Mota. Remember, you're
I-
charged with the Class B.
Oh, let's guess what it's a class B. I think he's going to say misdemeanor, so let's take that into consideration. I was just thinking of something. What the fuck? Oh, Mayor, I can't turn it up anymore, babe. I'm sorry. I literally can't. We're at the fucking max of volume, so it is all the court's fault at this point. I swear to you that it's true. I'm seeing a lot of shoplifting, fucking DUIs across the board. She flattened the boss's tires over cutting her hours. Fuck, Jonathan. Yes, that would be so great. Class B destruction of property. I think you're allowed to write farting in public, that weird Matt guy. In fact, that is like its own weird subgenre on certain adult websites. You learn something new every day. Stealing from Walmart, I'm seeing drugs. Okay, Walmart is involved. Remember, we are on, I guess, what you guys would call the South. So that would be I don't know what my brain was trying to do some Canadian conversion there that I completely just lost. So I don't know. Where is Larry? Larry's back here holding up a sign. That's all Larry's good for at this moment. Um, he worked on the truck for a week. He can get it turned up. The guys in the truck perverted Larry. Okay, he came back with some weird shit going on from that truck. Uh, no, there's nothing wrong with the word fart at all. So let's see here. Oh, maybe if I just go back and see, it might remind me. It doesn't. Oh, I do now. It does. So down south, Walmart. If we were on the west coast of the US in Washington, it would be Home Depot. Home Depot is incredibly litigious, I've found in Washington State, which is funny. Larry found his inner Larry, and we don't kink shame, so I'm not allowed to kink shame Larry. But my God, some of the things I've seen.
Be misdemeanor driving while intoxicated. This is a $2,500 bond. You do qualify for a PR bond. So same thing applies to you. You will be getting out. You don't have to pay any additional money. You are subject to a TSS evaluation for alcohol. Pretrial services will handle that for you. You just do an interview basically on that. If there are recommendations, you need to follow the recommendations, and everything else that I mentioned applies. And make sure you show up to court. Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, sir.
Will you be hiring an attorney or asking for court appointed?
Hire an attorney.
Do you have any questions?
Yes, sir.
Good luck.
I know Home Depot does not equal Walmart. What I mean is that they are both the most litigious big box stores, I would say. Maybe they're just the most prolific big box stores. Shoplift condoms for giving head in Walmart. My God. Could you imagine how shitty your stay in jail was if you were arrested for that? You had to sit in jail and just think about that whole life decision road that you were down, you know? Um, Jonathan, who's not on Credence and Mikey and We Gotta Chase? Uh, I hope not to be featured on that show on one of the videos.
Jalen Stubbs.
Also, I have a plan to go to,
Mr.
I know a
Stubbs,
lot
you're
of
charged
you
with a Class
hate
B misdemeanor driving.
Buc-ee's, but I'm going to Buc-ee's while in Florida. It's already. Ew, and the nasty taste of condom. The nasty smell.
Driving while intoxicated. Your bond is also set at $2,500, and you too qualify for a PR bond. So you also will be getting out in about 4 hours or so. Do you understood everything else I mentioned about making sure you follow the instructions, right?
got another quick question for you. So could I just pay that? Do I have like, was it a fine or anything like money wise I have to pay type shit?
You don't pay any money right now.
Oh, okay.
You will be getting out without having to pay any
I'm
money.
saying like, do I like the general period? Like if I want to, I just don't pay it.
You will have to pay a $40 administrative fee that goes to pretrial services. That's separate from this. That's
Okay.
not the same thing.
Okay.
But you have 7 days upon your release to get that done.
Okay.
That paperwork that I showed earlier, on there, it says that you need to show up. Okay? So it has all the instructions. Same one I showed to the other young lady. It has here the instructions down here on what you need to do when you need to show up. Everything's on there. Okay?
That's it.
Right here, for instance, where it says the $40 fee, it says it right there. Okay? All right. U.S. citizen,
Yes, sir.
and will you be hiring an attorney or asking for court appointed?
Oh,
All right, any questions?
sir.
Good luck. Valentina Chieman? Is it Chieman?
Yeah.
All right, ma'am, you're charged with a Class A misdemeanor assault causing bodily injury. This is
What happened there with the handcuffs in the back? Also, we got a new contestant ladies and gentlemen. She's come out from the side stage, and it sounds like another fucking DUI. Again, folks, don't drink and drive, please. Seriously. I bet in your friend group you can find somebody who doesn't drink. Also, Hector, I will be going live from Florida to provide all of you with access to the meetup, but also I will not be creating any stupid videos. I have to say, I thought I was part of creating a stupid video in Houston. Didn't turn out to be that stupid. It was totally fine. We did a rewatch of it later. It was fine. Plus I won't be drinking like that in Florida. No. No. No.
Is a $3,500 bond. You do qualify for a PR bond. You also will be getting out sometime today. Are you a U.S. citizen? And are you going to hire an attorney or ask for a court-appointed attorney? Do you have any questions? Would like to.
Beverly, that reminds me, at the Matsuri convention, the anime convention in Houston, when we were walking around that day, T-Rex, remember all the hentai police that we saw? And they had these costumes where they had like big censored signs coming down from their dicks. It was pretty funny. Yeah, it's anime. There was a lot of police there, but also a lot of people dressed up with weapons, like fake weapons. So I guess gotta check them. Also, T-Rex, was it you that said that the nerds get real fucking crazy when like K-pop people come around, so the police have to be there to protect them?
Joshua Verver. All right, sir, you have two charges pending. The first one is for a first-degree felony, manufactured and/or delivery of a controlled substance in penalty group 1. You actually have two charges of the same thing, two different drugs that fall in the same category. So each of those bonds are $25,000, and for each of those, you have a drug court screening that you're subject to, as well as a TSS evaluation for drugs.
What does that mean?
What does what mean?
The T.
TSS is Travis County Counseling and Education Services. It's just a department that's going to talk to you to make a determination if you need to take a drug class or if there's additional, classes that you have to take or something that you have to be done. They will make recommendations to the court. So the next judge will decide whether you need to follow those recommendations or not. Okay,
Say it again. Excuse me, I didn't hear what you said again, please.
which part?
The last part you said.
The next court that you go to,
Yes.
that judge will decide which of those recommendations you need to follow.
Okay.
Most likely it'll be all of them. But I'm saying you just have to go do the evaluation as a condition of your bond.
All right. So something to feds, like I'm on probation. So like, how does that work out?
They're probably gonna put a hold on you then, is my guess. And that means you won't be going anywhere.
All right.
But you'll have to talk to your attorney about that, and find out. Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes.
Will you be hiring an attorney or asking for court appointed?
Court appointed.
Good luck to you, sir.
Please and thank you, folks.
Joel Webb. Mr. Webb, you're charged with a Class B misdemeanor theft of property. This is a 1,000.
So they bought a Vin Diesel from Ally Express. Oh, you know what? That reminds. Was it in today's We Got a Case? The couple that was watching Vin Diesel? First of all, I think they were definitely doing a Fast and the Furious marathon. And I mean, who hasn't? Who hasn't spent a weekend watching every Fast and the Furious? Yeah. I'm going to Orlando. I'm not going to Disney. I am going to Harry Potter World. And I will be sorted into my house I'm getting nervous about that. That might be the thing I'm most nervous about the whole fucking trip. What house will I be? What will I be? It's finally coming true. I've dreamt about this day since I was a teenager. Bonita Springs, I don't know where that is. You come to Orlando. I'm gonna be drinking butterbeer for sure. Oh yeah, well they're sniffing formaldehyde. That's right, Hector. Um, yeah, I think that I am a little nervous about getting sorted into my house though. Becca's not crazy, just overwashing the cat. She washed the cat. If anybody doesn't know what we're talking about, we all watch another channel, Credence and Mikey. They hang out here sometimes. Crass has been a guest host on the show recently, and an absolutely fucking hilarious case today where this woman, I think that should have been issued, by the way. I disagree with the judge on that one. But if you didn't watch today, if you haven't, first of all, they're linked on my channel, Crass's channel, the Troyalty Podcast, as well as Credence and Mikey, linked on the channel. So please check them out if you haven't done so already. And honestly, yeah, that case was just, I laughed out loud so many times just at the absurdity and then at your guys' commentary. It was chef's kiss. Loved it.
$1,500 bond in order to stay away from the same Target store. Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes.
Will you be hiring an attorney or asking for court-appointed
Court
attorney?
appointed.
You also have a pending charge out of Williamson County, and it appears this is also a theft. This is also $1,500 bond. Make sure that if you want the court-appointed attorney there, you remind them that you need one there as well. Okay, I marked it down here so that information will be known to them. Now, you also happen to have some, well, at least one pending case, which is a simple assault by contact. For a family member, this was April 20th, 2021. Did you wish to plead guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
I will accept your plea. I will put on here a $100 fine. The time that you served will cover this. So this case is done. Did you have any other questions?
No, sir.
Good luck to you.
Hi, Lisa Figueroa.
All right, Devon Justice. Mr. Justice, you asked earlier if there was any other cases. Yeah. So this is out of Lee County for evading arrest. This is a felony. Let's see here.
William, these women are claimed right now by
They set out of
Crass.
the 21st District Court a bond at $20,000. This is a surety bond. I mean, it could be cash too.
So I do got a bond.
20,000, yes,
And plus the other, okay.
plus the others, right?
That's cool.
Right. And you indicated you were gonna request a court-appointed attorney, or you want to hire one?
I already got hired.
You already hired one on this already? Okay. All right. Any other questions?
Go, sir.
All right. Good luck to you. Did you bring Lamicia Kavanaugh? All right, Miss Kavanaugh.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. We've all been waiting for this. First of all, Loud Elvis, we all guilty of avoiding arrest? Yeah, I think we are. He's calling the fives. She's here. It's time. Oh my God. You guys, what are the charges? What are the charges gonna be for this lady? She looks nervous. She looked like she got more and more and more nervous as time went on. What am I seeing here? DV. I am seeing. Hector said he's never been to jail, but you've been in a holding cell? That's somebody's kink too, Hector. William says, stealing my heart. I love it. Theft and drugs from Allie B from Tennessee. That's her guess, by the way. DV, I've seen that. Smuggling drugs in her baby's diaper. Oh my gosh, that is oddly specific. Okay. Um, let's see. Allie can probably hold her own. Yeah, I bet Allie could. Um, hit and run, failure to report. Okay, sorry, I don't keep moving. Uh, she beat her baby daddy's ass. Sex and drugs and rock and roll. First of all, that turns out is my med list. Sex, drugs, and rock and roll. That's my medication list, y'all. If ever you're wondering what I'm taking, those three things. Okay. Let's see here. You're not a person that enjoys handcuffs regardless of the circumstances, Lisa. I would recommend if you want to get a little bit restrained but not handcuffed, start with a long scarf that you tie to one wrist and then you put it under the mattress so that it's held down but not really. That's a good way to start.
If you're charged with a felony unauthorized use of a motor vehicle, this is a $7,000 bond. You are subject to supervision as a condition of your bond. If you're charged with a felony unauthorized use of a motor vehicle, this is a $7,000 bond. You are subject to supervision as a condition of your bond. You're also charged with evading arrest and or detention. This is a felony, $7,000 bond, again, subject to supervision. Are you a U.S. citizen? Will you be hiring an attorney or asking for court appointed? Do you have any questions for me? Good luck to you, ma'am.
Oh, Lisa, I like that. Lisa Figueroa says, if they have to restrain me, I shouldn't be there. If it's good, they will have to pry me off. I like that, although to each their own.
All right, para los dos que hablan español, tienen derecho de permanecer en silencio. Si dicen algo, se puede usar en su contra en un juicio ante jurado. Tienen derecho de tener un abogado. Si no tienen recursos o dinero para pagar al abogado, tienen derecho a que le asignen uno de oficio. También tienen derecho de tener un abogado presente durante cualquier entrevista con policía o con abogados representando al Estado y el derecho de parar esa entrevista en cualquier momento. Tienen derecho de tener un abogado presente durante cualquier entrevista con policía o con abogados representando al Estado y el derecho de parar esa entrevista. Tienen derecho de tener un abogado presente durante cualquier rueda de sospechosos o carreo de testigos. Si le acusan de un delito grave, y en el caso del señor Sánchez, así es, tienes derecho de tener un juicio probatorio. Eso es donde el Estado tiene que comprobar que hay bastante evidencia para detenerle en la cárcel hasta que usted pague la fianza o hasta que el Estado trae los cargos. Okay. Ahora, señor Sánchez Mungaray. La están acusando de un delito grave de posesión de drogas. Esto es un delito del Estado. La fianza es de $5,000. Si calificas para una fianza personal, es decir, que vas a salir en como 4 horas más o menos, no tienes que pagar dinero ahora en este momento, pero sí tienes que pagar una cuota administrativa de $40. Tienes 7 días después de que te dejen salir para ir a pagar eso. Entonces, esta semana tienes que presentarte en la corte, no la corte, pero las oficinas de aquí del condado. Este documento tiene puesto aquí donde tienes que ir. Todas las instrucciones están aquí. ¿Ok? Si tú no cumples con esto y si no apareces en la corte, entonces te van a arrestar de nuevo. El hecho que el abogado no te explica, no te dice cuándo es la corte, no es culpa del abogado. Tú eres la única persona responsable para presentarte en la corte.
Ahí va a estar en el papel, ¿no? Cuando me tengo que presentar.
Sí. Ok. ¿De qué país eres?
México.
Tú tienes el derecho de contactar el consulado de México a ver si te pueden dar asistencia en su caso. ¿Vas a contratar abogado o vas a pedir uno de oficio?
Pero tengo que tenerlo para ahora mismo.
¿No?
Tengo que decirlo ahora mismo.
No, pero si no me dices, voy a poner aquí que estás pidiendo uno de oficio. Si decides que quieres contratar con uno, lo puedes hacer en cualquier momento.
Entonces se puede pagar puedo salir hoy.
No vas a pagar nada, vas a salir. Okay. Va a tardar como 4 horas.
¿Tiene que venir alguien por mí o...?
En cuanto salgas, tú puedes llamar para que venga. Okay. O si no, tienes que caminar a tu casa. Es todo. ¿Tienes preguntas o no? Es todo. Okay. Luis Gregorio Gómez.
You guys know I would check out the weather room with you, but that I was kicked out, banned for inciting spam. The last time there was a storm, I was trying to be nice. F in the chat for the hat. F in the chat for the hat, please. But please do stay safe, my friends. F in the chat for Florida. F in the chat for the hat. F in the chat for all of our friends. That still fucking bugs me every time I talk about it. I got kicked out of a chat room for inciting spam. Again, I think I was right on par. I know it's a busy chat, okay? But yeah, Canadian bad girl. That's right. That is almost exactly when that happened. It might have been before that. It's all running together now. You were were you, Courtney? Listen, I don't even chat in many places because of that. And I thought the weather one, what you know what? I was watching where the California hurricane. I went into a few of the live weather chats and it was just literally everybody writing fake. Everything said fake. And I just was like, oh wow, they're just overrun with some trolls. And then again, everyone I went to at every time. It's just funny. Anyways, also, yeah, if you're just getting here, clocking for your shift, check out my link tree, which is pinned in the chat. There's some good links in there. And I was kicked out for talking about the weather. I was the guy. You were made a joke about God creating tornadoes and was banned for religious content. Oh my gosh. Again, I don't ban people ever. And I put up with a lot, but not really. You guys are awesome. But I made a joke. The gentleman was talking. It was one of the storm chasers. He said that he had lost his hat in the storm. He interrupted the broadcast. He said, "Oh, my hat! My hat has gone. I lost my hat in the storm." And immediately, without thinking, not like I wasn't like, "Oh, I'm gonna fucking like incite spam." I just naturally wrote F in the chat for the hat because that's how I express myself. And I was like immediately, oh, pushed back. It was so mean. I know. Yeah, 500 mods, exactly. That's what it is, right? You're not gonna make it happen, T-Rex. I don't respond to bait like that. Remember the guy that was in here, Lou? We'll call him by his first name, Lou, but we know the last name. I don't want to ban people. William's been trying to get banned for weeks. It's not working. And exactly, Jay from Michigan, he was wearing a hat in a tornado. But still, I was like mostly mad because I was on topic. I wasn't like, and here it's okay. I don't give a fuck what you guys talk about. You can talk about something that has nothing to do with what we're watching. But, yeah. No, you can't, William. Well, you can if you want. You want to ban yourself by like blocking yourself? I don't know. Or you can say like racist terms. Or that'd be sort of dumb. No, some of you remember what the last name of Lou was. But I do like loser. That's what we should call when they come back. Oh, I thought, did you see my face there? I thought I felt a little earthquake. I was like, shit, is the whole earth gonna fuck up tonight? I don't think that was it, but let's keep going. This will roll into one more video, by the way, guys, and then we'll watch Hector's clip.
Señor Gómez, le están acusando de manejar en estado de ebriedad. Esta es la segunda vez que te acusan. La primera vez ya te habían encontrado culpable. La fianza es de $3,500. Las condiciones de esta fianza es tú tienes que instalar una máquina en tu vehículo que tienes que soplar antes de empezar el vehículo. Okay.
We're just going next. I don't care, T-Rex. Nuke 'em. Actually love it for you to say, like, you're saying that YouTube would ban you? Ali B, you're not banned, and you're not ever going to be an outcast in the chat because we don't kink shame, nor do we vanilla shame. I know, Ali B. Just making sure. Good night, Beverly. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you, as always. Love it.
Before I get the judge online, as you can see, the whole thing is full of items. So when the judge is done with the overall of everything.
Vanilla
we
is
start
someone's
talking.
kink. It is.
Just get in front of this mic so she can hear you very well. And you understand everything that you say. I'm gonna take the mic to you. Any questions before we start? So once we finish that,
Vanilla shaming would be people that aren't into like weird kinky sex, like just the standard missionary. I don't know, missionary. I don't really know. I don't know what vanilla is these days, but whatever it is, the opposite of me, that's vanilla. And shaming people for that, I've been guilty of myself in previous life. I'm not as good anymore. And yeah, honestly, I don't even ban trolls that come in and troll well because I actually appreciate that. I think it's good. It's you know, just dumb shit though that I'm not into that. But I still don't. Yeah, hole in the sheet, K, I guess. Or lights out. Is that vanilla? Like having the lights out while you have sex? I'll put the audio back on now. I do. I know what I know what vanilla sex is. And I did it for years.
All right, and we have post 1 and 2, with the exception of Mr. Lujan Anthony. He was combative, so we couldn't bring him down.
Okay, no Spanish?
No Spanish, everybody speak English.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, stand by.
Not that I don't like Spanish, it's that I finally picked one without a translator. Oh, it sounds sad. Lights out missionary style. Wham bam. Thank you, ma'am. I think I'm exactly the opposite of that as I look over at the corner I have set up for my other filming. And There's like paddles hanging on the wall. Oh, is there one right here? Yeah, there is. Whoopsies. What's taking her so long? God damn it. Come on, Judge Lady. Come on, Judge Lady. I have 20 more likes than viewers. That's awesome, Sashina. Thank you. It's good to know. Uh, I'll try anything once, even if it does hurt somebody, as long as that person consents. I think so, Courtney. I think unfortunately I've maybe vanilla shamed them by being so kink friendly.
Good.
Your Honor.
Okay,
Just post
good
1
morning.
and 2.
You said that. My apologies. Good morning, gentlemen. My name is Tanisha Jeffers, and I'm going to be magistrating you all this morning. First, we're going to go over your general rights. You have the right to remain silent. You are not required to make a statement. Any statement you do make, however, can and will be used as evidence against you should your case proceed to trial. You have the right to retain an attorney. You have the right to have that attorney present during any interview with any peace officers or other attorneys who may represent the state. You have the right to terminate an interview at any time. If you are indigent and cannot afford an attorney, you have the right to request the appointment of an attorney. You have the right to an examining trial, which is a pre-hearing, if you're charged with a felony. You will be given a reasonable time and opportunity to consult with an attorney, and you will be admitted to bail if allowed by law. Do you have any questions, gentlemen, regarding your general rights? All right, thank you. Next, we're going to go over the 4 main ways to be released from custody. The first way is to post the full amount of your bail in cash or with a cashier's check. That is the full amount, not a percentage or a payment plan. That money is kept on deposit with the sheriff's office until your case is resolved. Once your case is resolved, those monies are returned to you. The second way to be released from custody is by hiring a bail bondsman. A bail bondsman will in general charge you 10 to 15% of the bond amount to obtain your release from jail. Any fee you pay a bondsman, however, is non-refundable. When you are back at the post, you will be given access to the different phone numbers of different bail bondsmen if that is what you desire. The third way to be released from custody is by qualifying for personal bond. A personal bond is essentially your promise to return to court. The fourth and final way to be released from custody is by hiring an attorney. An attorney can obtain either a surety bond or a personal bond on your behalf. Additionally, any fee you pay an attorney to get you released from custody will oftentimes go towards your total legal fees if you end up hiring that attorney to handle the rest of your case. That way, you do not have to pay twice, regardless of how you get out of custody. Make sure you return, thank you, madam, for all your court dates or warrant will be issued for your arrest. Do you have any questions, gentlemen, regarding the 4 main ways to be released from custody? All right, thank you. Next, we're gonna go over your individual charge and bond amounts. First, we have Angel Padilla Hernandez. Mr. Hernandez, you have been charged with a Class A misdemeanor unlawful carrying of a weapon. The range of punishment on that type of offense in the state of Texas is up to 1 year in the county jail and a $4,000 fine. That has been set at $5,000 plus a gun education program within 30 days of release with proof to pretrial services. Do you have any questions, sir, regarding your charge or bond amount?
Okay, I'd like to firstly acknowledge and thank the judge for her framing. It's hard, especially when you have a sink in your way. No, but seriously, she's standing up at a desk that seems to be quite far away from her. I like it. I appreciate it. I'm here for it. I love it. Also, we've talked about hair before. I may have a lot of hair, as in it's long. Ugh, but it doesn't do anything. I don't know how to do anything with it. I don't know anything about hair. My hair, I could literally like put it into curlers and it would just like fall flat immediately. It just does that. It's just the way my hair is. So part of me, I don't know. I'm jealous of like the ability to just put on different hair. Well, thank you, Denali Mike. I do, no, I appreciate my hair. First of all, a lot of people, a lot of women would like either not believe that I don't straighten my hair. I think you guys do now because you've seen me come from like multiple different things and just my hair does just get straight like this. But are you asking me, Lisa? Because if you want to know, you can check out the link tree. Just joking. I'm not really joking actually. But yeah, night, Colin. Have a great night. I Did you make the 2K? I apologize. I've been very busy today. Like I said, I had that really important phone call earlier and had a bunch of other things. So I wasn't watching. And did you get it? I hope you did. Hope he's got it. Yeah, I cut off like like a lot of feet of hair before, and it's grown way back. Uh, this is not. I mean, I dye my hair. I haven't done it in a while, but I do dye my hair. Just because it's like gray all over, which is really sad for me. And if I came closer, you'd see that. Making 2K tomorrow if you didn't today. That's great, Janelle, Mike. Great, great, great. Oh, he did. Oh, good. Yes. That's awesome. Congrats. Um, but yeah, I mean, we were on stream was it last week when I randomly cut some of my hair? You like the blonde hair from the 80s? My blonde hair from the 80s or random people's blonde hair from the 80s? Because I do have that fucking like winning outfit from that party I went to. With my blonde hair was like out here. It's crazy. The one time, and I had a professional hairdresser do that. I couldn't do that. Oh, my blonde hair. Yeah, I'll look up the picture. I said, play.
No, man. Oh,
Are you requesting that I appoint you an attorney this morning to help you with this case?
no, man.
Do you already have counsel hired?
No, not yet.
All right, well, we prefer that you not languish in the jail unrepresented. We prefer to have someone immediately appointed to help you with this case. However, it does not prevent you from hiring an attorney later when your monies become available. So is it okay that we appoint someone to help you this morning?
But yes, that's fine.
All right, so ordered. Mr. Hernandez, it also appears that pretrial services has granted you personal bond this morning, so you will be processed for release within the next 4 to 6 hours. Do you have any questions about that process, sir?
No, man.
All right, take care of yourself.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. Next, we have Van Davis. Mr. Davis, you have been charged with an application to revoke your probation on the underlying possession case from the 403rd District Court. It is a no bond, which means you're going to have a hearing in front of Judge Mueller within the next 5 to 7 days so she can determine if she's going to set a bond. However, I do know for purposes of the record that you are on a deferred adjudication. What that means is that at any time you can hire counsel of your choice to approach Judge Mueller about setting that bond without having to wait those 5 to 7 days in jail. Do you have any questions about that process, sir?
No, man.
All right. Are you requesting that I appoint you an attorney this morning to help you with this case?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so ordered. Take care of yourself, Mr. Davis. Next, we have William Dunham. Mr. Dunham, you have been charged with 2 third-degree felonies. The range of punishment on those types of offenses in the state of Texas is a minimum of 2 years to a maximum of 10 years. in the Texas Department of Correction and a $10,000 fine. The first third-degree felony has been styled as a assault family violence. That bond has been set at $15,000 plus a TSAS family violence class. The second third-degree felony has been styled as a continuous family violence. That bond was also set at $15,000 plus a TSAS family violence class. Do you have any questions, sir, regarding your charges or bond amounts? Are you requesting that I appoint you an attorney this morning to help you with these cases?
Yes, please.
All right, so ordered. Take care of yourself, sir. Next, we have Lloyd Grover.
Hold on.
Mr. Grover, you have been charged with a
Oh,
third-degree
ma'am,
felony.
no,
failure
I'm
to comply.
busy. I'm gonna show something. You need to wait. Why is it so fucking hard to make it? It's still focusing on me. It's still like, no, you're real. That was so long ago. She doesn't count. But that was me. And then that same oh shit, fuck, I said. Oh shit, fuck. It's real hard to find stuff on your phone these days, you know? Am I cooking? No. No, I had a cheese sandwich, which is now sad as I've thought about it. But okay. Here's another picture of just my blonde hair. That's how blonde it was. It was very blonde. I'll post these on the Discord. That's what y'all have to do. Join the Discord. 3K and toonies to go bald. Yeah, I will accept toonies. You guys are funny. Okay, let's go back. Let her finish her court shit. I like the darker hair better too. A little bit. It depends. I have a lot of fun as a blonde. I've been blonde many times. And then I've been brunette many times. Oh, it looks very good in that. I look very good in that photo. That was my 19th birthday. That's when I turned 19. Hector, the question is, did you join the OnlyFans? That was me. 100% was me. Promise you. Okay, let's go.
The range of punishment on that type of offense in the state of Texas is a minimum of 2 years to a maximum of 10 years in the Texas Department of Correction and a $10,000 fine. That bond has been set at $15,000. Do you have any questions, sir, regarding your charge or bond amount?
Man, yes, can I say something? I didn't get the charge that I had did. Sorry.
Thank you, Officer Moreno. You have to talk directly into the microphone so I can hear you, sir.
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Yes, what was the charge again, please, ma'am?
It's a failure to register. Failure to register.
The
Can you
rest,
show it to him?
oh.
Can you show it to him on paper?
Can I, yes, ma'am, I do not have a phone, and yes, ma'am, I have been calling the sex offender several times, leaving messages, and it's hard when I don't have a phone, and I'm homeless, ma'am.
No
Yes.
problem. That brings me to my next question. Would you like for me to appoint someone to help you with this case this morning?
What?
An attorney?
Yes, whatever help I can get to get out of here today. I go to church tomorrow and I have to set up and everything, ma'am. Yeah.
Okay, no problem. Let me get you an attorney to come and help you. Okay?
Please, I'm sorry. I really am.
It's okay. You are innocent until proven guilty, Mr. Grover. So you don't have to apologize to me. You're fine. Let's get you an attorney. If the attorney can prove what you're saying, then this case may be dismissed, okay?
Ma'am.
All right. Take care of yourself, sir. Next, we have Tony Hand. Mr. Hand, you've been charged with a state jail felony, possession of controlled substance, the range of.
Okay, that was really sad. And a little bit depressing. Anyways, also Hector, I've set everything up. There's already posts that'll be going out like every 2 to 3 days over on that. So that's how that will fly. Will probably be doing live videos once a week, but yeah, most of it will be photographic content from my own personal collection. um, and thank you, Mayor. Appreciate that. That's really sad, but I like the way the judge talked about that, where she said, you're innocent until proven guilty. It's a really interesting way to diffuse that situation and to preserve his rights. But once again, just sad situation. And her cadence, it's the cadence within which she speaks that is so different. I don't know. The way she enunciates different words. Anyways.
Punishment on a type of offense in the state of Texas is a minimum of 6 months to a maximum of 2 years in a state jail facility and a $10,000 fine. That bond has been set at $7,500 plus a drug court screen. Do you have any questions, sir, regarding your charge or bond amount? Are you requesting that I appoint you an attorney this morning, sir, to help you with this case? All right, so ordered. Mr. Hand, it appears you probably would have qualified for personal bond, but you didn't provide them with a reference. Well, you did, but Stephen and Christina, neither one of them answered the phone when pretrial services tried to call them. So let me tell you how you make this go faster. You're gonna be given access to the phone now that you've seen me. The number for pretrial services is posted on that phone. Give Stephen and Christina a call this morning. Give them the number from pretrial that's posted there. Have them verify your address. If you can do that, then we'll let you out of here on personal bond in the next 4 to 6 hours. You understand that?
Yeah.
All right. And in addition to that, you can provide us with one more reference that you think may answer the phone if you know somebody else's phone number by heart. You have anybody else you want to provide?
Oh, I had to look up both numbers.
Okay, all right. So give Stephen and Christina a call when you use the phone, all right?
Well, thank you.
All right, take care of yourself, sir. Next, we have Martez Harris. Mr. Harris, you've been charged with an out-of-county felony on the unlawful carrying of a weapon. It's not a felony, that's a misdemeanor. I don't know why they say that. It's a class A where the range of punishment in the state of Texas is up to 1 year in the county jail and a $4,000 fine. That bond has been set at $5,000. Do you have any questions, sir, regarding your charge or bond amount?
Go ahead, no, no.
Are you requesting that I appoint you an attorney this morning to help you with this case?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so ordered. Take care of yourself, sir. Next, we have Khalif Harrison. Mr. Harrison, you've been charged with an out-of-county misdemeanor as well on the burglary of a vehicle. The range of punishment on the type of offense in the state of Texas is up to 1 year in the county jail and a $4,000 fine. It's from Williamson County and that bond was set at $5,000. Do you have any questions, sir, regarding your charge or bond amount?
No, ma'am.
Are you requesting that I appoint you an attorney this morning to help you with this case?
Yes, ma'am, until I hire an attorney.
Absolutely. So ordered. Take care of yourself, sir.
You too.
Thank you. Mr. Harris, that case you have on the UCW is out of Fayette County. I'm not sure if I said that. Did I tell you that? Okay, wonderful. Thank you, sir. Next, we have Timothy Caterly. Am I saying your last name correctly, sir?
Caterly.
All right. So
Night,
you have been
Courtney.
charged with an out-of-county misdemeanor
See you
on
tomorrow.
online harassment with a previous conviction from Parker County, but I need some clarification, Mr. Caterly, because we have an officer that is down here trying to come and pick you up. So have you pled on this case or you just out on bond?
No, I'm out on bond and I was picked up again yesterday on the exact same charge, I think just because bond conditions were issued, so I'd like to make,
What was the original office date for this case?
I just don't even know. It was.
When were you originally arrested?
That was, I believe Monday or Tuesday of last week, or not. Monday of last week prior.
Well, this investigator's got the hots for you because they're trying to come and pick you up. They've already notified us of this. So, what's going on? When's your first court date out there?
I have no idea. I've just, I have an appointment to talk with an attorney today. This is all kind of a surprise to me. So I don't know. I'm a little bewildered, a little frustrated, but I've already been arrested on a charge.
Yeah.
And new bond conditions were issued, which has reissued a warrant for the same charge. So out on bond and got picked up again. Just so I'm here, I guess, to learn about the bond conditions and
What
then
was your original bond amount?
$3,000.
Okay, that's what I figured because it's just a class B. Well, I've doubled the bond amount to $6,000. They are saying they're on their way to get you. So
Hi, Erica. Welcome, friend. Thank you for being here. Make sure you clock in. We've had great turnout for everybody's shifts today, but I sort of promised a few people a long night. So we're going for a long night, guys. And don't worry if you can't stay, if you have to go to bed. We don't sleep shame around here, so you can do that. That was weird. Okay, let's just, I was really trying to listen. So he was arrested for something on a day that he can't quite remember. On that day, they brought him to jail. They issued a bond of $3,000. Then he posted that bond, was released, and then they rearrested him on the same charge, and now they're doubling the bond. So confusing. What are we doing, Erica? Not much. We're just watching Bond Court. Sometimes I catch it in time and we pick what they might have done. Last time we had a bit of a beauty contest because it was the ladies and Crass was here. And so we were picking the ladies. Thanks, Melanie. I appreciate everybody being adults. Appreciate that a lot. Baffling to me a little bit. I'm like, what the fuck is happening? But anyways, let's just let her talk about it. I love this judge, by the way. Super love her. Super love her. Super love her.
So you're gonna need to reach back out to your attorney or your bondsman so you can post a new bond. Otherwise, they'll be picking you up sometime today.
Do I have the opportunity to make bond then?
Absolutely. It's been set at $6,000. That's why I'm telling you this information. So you can make the most appropriate plan for yourself. It's Saturday morning. So where is Parker County? What city is this?
It's in Weatherford, Fort Worth, Weatherford, so right.
Weatherford. Yeah. Okay. I thought I was familiar with it. I knew it was somewhere up north. Yeah, you need to make the appropriate plan and provisions for yourself. Somebody's coming down here. That's at least a 3-hour drive. I'm just giving you a little heads up. Are you requesting that I appoint you an attorney this morning to help you with this case?
Sure, until I'm able to hire one, yeah.
Okay, go ahead. You had another question?
So if I am making bond, I've already contacted the bond company that they're already gonna take care of it.
I'm sorry, I really want to answer you, but you got to talk into the mic or I cannot hear you.
So I've already contacted the same bond company that I have. They're going to take care of it this morning. Will that mitigate her from, I'm assuming it's a her that I've talked to, will that mitigate?
Wait,
Well, no, I've spoken with the
no, I
investigators.
can't hear you.
I'm
Into
sorry.
the mic.
I've already spoken with the, my bond company. They're gonna post the bond. They're just waiting for me to be magistrated. So, will that mitigate the, investigator or whomever picking me up? Or
Yeah,
is it-
so, well, all I'm doing is letting you know that they have contacted us saying that they are trying to pick you up. So if
Okay.
you post bond, you're out, right? Now that officer has the ability to go back to their judge and say, increase the bond again and rearrest him. Which is why I'm asking you, who's taking care of your case in Parker County? Do you have an attorney? Do you have somebody trying to go talk to the judge so that they don't keep rearresting you? And then you keep coming back in front of me on an out of county charge for a misdemeanor, which
I
seems
know.
like a waste of.
It doesn't make sense now, but when she said somebody, I just immediately started singing the song by Smash Mouth.
Resources. But anyway, that, I can't really make that decision about what's happening with you out there, which is why I'm asking you these questions, right?
Gotcha. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. You have any other questions for me?
No.
All right, make sure you hire an attorney, sir, to figure out what's going on out there for you.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you. Next, we have Rodrigo Mosqueda. Mr. Mosqueda, you have been charged with a state jail felony possession of controlled substance.
Mr. Mascara? Mr. Mascara, thank you for reminding me. I need to buy mascara. Again, because I'm me. The only mascara YouTube video I've ever watched is this is Travis County, Texas. Alley B. But like literally I think the only video I've ever watched on mascara is a Jenna Marbles video, of course. We stand the queen. About which mascara gives you the big like fucking cry marks. So basically the opposite of what I actually want, right? Like, so I guess I could go to that video and look at the worst ones, and that would give me the best mascaras that I want. Yeah. Okay. I can figure it out. I need mascara. I need like smudge proof stuff. That's my problem. I've realized I've like wiped half of my makeup off. Also, that weird Matt guy. Seriously, the song.
Substance, the range of punishment on the type of offense in the state of Texas is a minimum of 6 months to a maximum of 2 years in a state jail facility and a $10,000 fine. That bond has been set at $7,500 plus a drug court screen. Do you have any questions, sir, regarding your charge or bond amount?
No, Your Honor.
Are you requesting that I appoint you an attorney this morning to help you with this case?
Yes, Your Honor.
So ordered. Same thing, Mr. Mosqueda, you may qualify for personal bond, but you didn't provide them with any, you provided them with a reference, Miss Josephine, but she said she couldn't verify your address. So again, the way you make it faster, give Miss Josephine a call, give her the number that's posted for pretrial services on the phone, let her know what your address is, have her call them back. If you can do that and she verifies, then you'll qualify for personal bond this morning and be released within the next 4 to 6 hours. Do you have any questions about that process, sir?
No, Your Honor.
All right, sir. Take care of yourself.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Next, we have Eric Alvarado. Mr. Alvarado, you have been charged with a second-degree felony, possession of controlled substance. The range of punishment on that type of offense in the state of Texas is a minimum of 2 years to a maximum of 20 years in the Texas Department of Correction and a $10,000 fine. That bond has been set at $7,500 plus a drug court screen. I'm sorry, that bond has been set at $15,000 plus a drug court screen. You also, sir, have a state jail felony possession of controlled substance, where the range of punishment in the state of Texas is a minimum of 6 months to a maximum of 2 years in a state jail facility and a $10,000 fine. And that bond has been set at $7,500 plus a drug court screen. Do you have any questions, sir, regarding your charge or bond amounts?
No, ma'am.
Are you requesting that I appoint you an attorney this morning to help you with this case?
Yes, ma'am.
So ordered. Same information as previous, Mr. Alvarado. They could not get in contact with your reference. Or they were able to get in contact with Perlinda, but she couldn't verify your address. So give her a call, give her that number for
Did y'all
pretrial.
try my first contact?
Let's see. They tried to call Miss Nugent, but it was disconnected. Do you have another number for her?
Nah, that's gonna be it. I'll give her a call again when I get.
Yeah, give Perlinda a call, give her your address, have her call pretrial again. If she can verify, then you'll qualify for personal bond and be released.
Is there any way I could get the number for pretrial?
It's posted on the phone, sir. Now I've
I
said
got
it like 10 times. Come on now.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. You have any other questions for me?
No, ma'am.
All right, take care of yourself, sir.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Next, we have Jose Ojeda. Mr. Ojeda, you have been charged with a second-degree felony possession of controlled substance as well. The range of punishment on a type of offense in the state of Texas is a minimum of 2 years to a maximum of 20 years in the Texas Department of Correction and a $10,000 fine. That bond was set at $15,000 plus a drug court screen. Do you have any questions, sir, regarding your charge or bond amount?
No, ma'am.
Are you requesting that I appoint you an attorney this morning to help you with this case?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so ordered. Again, the same information, Mr. Ojeda, we need a reference to verify your address. If you can do that, then you'll qualify for personal bond this morning and be released within the next 4 to 6 hours.
I did leave a reference. Did they not answer? I did leave a reference. Did they not answer?
They didn't answer.
Okay.
What do they ask these references? Because it sounds to me there's another job or another 1-800-reference line. If you're in jail, just call us. Tell us your address and we're fine. Like, that's basically what it sounds like. She's just saying, just call them and tell them the details. It's like cheating on a test. I feel like at this point, is that a reference? If she don't know his address and then he calls and tells her his address, is that really the spirit of a reference? Mayor might win that contest. Maybe. Maybe.
Salinas, Mr.
Yes,
Mr.
yes,
and Miss
ma'am.
Salinas? Yeah, they couldn't leave a voicemail either. So the way you make it go faster is you're gonna be given access to the phone. The number for pretrial services is posted on the phone. Call Miss Salinas or Mr. Salinas, give them that number, have them verify your address. If you can do that, then you'll qualify for personal bond and be released within the next 4 to 6 hours. Do you have
Yes,
any
ma'am.
questions about that process?
No, ma'am.
All right, sir. You also have an old ticket pending in the municipal court since 2015.
Oh, yes. Oh, this is what I love about her. She's gonna fucking sprinkle a little magic dust here, you guys. And Hector, yeah, I can absolutely be your reference. It's a level on my OnlyFans. No, I'm just joking. Yeah. Actually, I've already said I will give each and every one of you a very personalized reference. I would not be, I don't lie. So it's going to be an honest reference. But I know the freeze frame is not pleasant for her. That's why I don't try and freeze frame myself. Yeah. Also, have they mixed the genders or is it just all a bunch of long-haired men? That's the question now.
For $525. I'll give you two choices. I'll give you a court date. That court date will be on September 18th of 2023 at 3:30 p.m. Or I'll give you credit for time served. Which would you prefer?
I'm sorry.
Is it your desire to enter into a plea of no contest on these old tickets?
Say that again.
Is it your desire to enter into a plea of no contest on this old ticket?
What is the ticket for? Can you tell
Sir, she's giving you time served, honey. Okay? What the ticket is called is a pain in your ass that a lot of judges would fucking fuck you up the ass for. They would make you pay a fine. She's about to sprinkle some magic dust. Accept the magic. What was it that guy said? Don't block your blessings. That guy, Judge Nagel, Dismissal Dan. Don't block your blessings. Don't block your blessings. Love you, Melanie. You can do it. We're thinking of
Y'all need a
you.
suspended license.
Yeah.
15. Is that a yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'll take your plea of no contest, find you guilty, give you credit for time served, and that ticket, those tickets will be resolved this morning. You have any other questions for me, sir?
No, ma'am.
All right, take care of yourself.
Thank you.
Next, we have Jamar Southall. Thank you for your service this morning, sir.
Ooh, I like my fucking resolved ticket dance too.
Southall? Okay, good morning, sir. You've been charged with a Class B misdemeanor criminal trespass. The range of punishment on that type of offense in the state of Texas is up to 6 months in the county jail and a $2,000 fine. That bond has been set at $2,500. Do you have any questions, sir, regarding your charge or bond amount? Are you requesting that I appoint you an attorney this morning to help you with this case? All right, so ordered. Now, Mr. Southall, it says that you refuse to be interviewed by pretrial services. Do you want me to send them back around and talk to you again this morning? No? All right. Take care of yourself, sir. Next, we have Jose Vega Martinez. Sir, you, oh,
Yeah, this is Belgian.
oh, okay, sorry.
Yeah, you're not.
So you've been charged with a burglary of a building. It's a state jail felony. The range of punishment on that type of offense in the state of Texas is a minimum of 6 months to a maximum of 2 years in a state jail facility and a $10,000 fine. That bond has been set at $7,500 plus a 200-yard stay away from 8703 North Lamar Boulevard. Do you have any questions, sir, regarding your charge or bond amount?
No, ma'am.
Are you requesting that I appoint you an attorney to help you with this case?
Hayden Harris. No, that's not weird if you've never seen cocaine in person. What would be weird is if you're looking up cocaine like on the internet, because most of the stuff you see in movies is not cocaine. Reminds me of that the pictures I showed earlier from that 80s party. At that point in my life, I'd never seen any cocaine either in my life. And my only reference was like television movies, right? Movies. And I'm not telling this whole story, but we took some pictures. We thought it would be really funny if we like put some Coke out onto a big mirror that we had. So we took a literal 2 kilo bag. I do the conversion. I'm not doing it for you. 2 kilograms of Coke. Coke. It was flour. Like quite obviously not Coke. Like if it was, damn, right? No, it wasn't. It wasn't. It was an unreasonable amount to have a mound of on a mirror. Like it was just so obvious. 4.4 pounds. 4.4 pounds. Okay. It's just such a funny, like, innocent mistake or thing to do. Anyways, that came back to bite me in the ass about 8 months later. That is another story for another day and channel. But let's just say I do recall thinking we were pretty fucking cool. Like jumping that out. And I just was like, we had no clue. Nobody knew how to cut up a line. None of that. None of that. I mean, I don't know how to do that now anyways either. Never done any of that.
Hey, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so ordered. Take care of yourself, sir.
I guess I didn't qualify for the personal bond or whatever.
They say you're on parole. Are you on parole?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, so according to pretrial's rules, if you're already on probation or parole, then you don't qualify for personal bond on your own. But what that means is you can hire any attorney or a bondsman to attempt to obtain personal or surety bond for you. pay them the going rate to get out of jail here in Travis County, which is 5 to 10% of the bond amount. In your case, that works out to be anywhere between $300 and $750 to any attorney or bondsman of your choice. You will be given access to the phone now that you've seen me to hire them, and they do work 24 hours a day. Or in the alternative, I can appoint you an attorney who can attempt to obtain personal bond for you free of charge. Would you like for me to appoint someone to help you this morning?
Yes, ma'am, please.
All right, absolutely. So ordered. Take care of yourself, sir.
Ma'am.
Next, we have Patrick Jones. Mr. Jones, you have been charged with looks like an out-of-county felony from Williamson County. Actually, it's 2 out-of-county felonies from Williamson County. Both are styled as manufacturing or delivery of controlled substance. They are both first-degree felonies. The range of punishment on those types of offenses in the state of Texas is a minimum of 5 years to a maximum of 99 years or life in prison and a $10,000 fine. Each of those bonds has been set at $20,000. You also, sir, have a second-degree felony aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, where the range of punishment in the state of Texas is a minimum of 2 years to a maximum of 20 years in the Texas Department of Correction and a $10,000 fine. And that bond has been set at $50,000 plus no contact with the alleged victim. Do you have any questions, Mr. Jones, regarding your charges or bond amounts?
No.
Are you requesting that I appoint you an attorney this morning to help you with these cases?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so ordered. Take care of yourself, sir. Next, we have Woodrow Will Trout. Am I pronouncing your last name correctly, sir?
Will Trout.
All right, sir, you have been charged with a third-degree felony online solicitation. The range of punishment on that type of offense in the state of Texas is a minimum.
What? Not cool, dude. That's our place. Don't come on the internet. Well, you can come while you're on the internet. That's fine. You know what I mean.
Of 2 years to a maximum of 10 years in the Texas Department of Correction and a $10,000 fine. That bond has been set at $35,000. Do you have any questions, sir, regarding your charge or bond amount?
Personal bond.
Not on that type of charge.
Okay.
It's considered a Senate Bill 6 case, so I don't know if you're familiar, but the law changed in September 2021. We do not give personal bonds for those.
Night Loud Elvis. Yes, you will see me tomorrow for We Got a Case featuring Mikey and Crast. Absolutely wouldn't miss it for the world. I might have an addiction.
Those types of offenses anymore, but that just simply means you can hire any attorney or bondsman of your choice, pay them the going rate to get out of jail here in Travis County, which was 5 to 10% of the bond amount. So in your case, it works out to be anywhere between $1,500 and $3,500. You will be given access to the phone to hire them, and they do work 24 hours a day. Or in the alternative, I can appoint you an attorney who can attempt to obtain personal bond for you free of charge. I think you have a very limited criminal history, so he'll probably be successful in being able to obtain that personal bond for you. So would you like for me to appoint you an attorney this morning to help you?
Yes, please.
All right, so ordered, sir. You have any other questions for me?
When will I see the attorney?
Well, it's Saturday morning. So that appointment order goes to the Office of Court Administration, but they don't get it till Monday. So it'll take them a day or two for somebody to get out to see you. So I'll probably say about Tuesday or Wednesday. All right, you're welcome, sir. Take care of yourself. All right, I didn't see who.
Aw, Denelli Mike, I'm so glad that you're here. We do have a very kind chat. We have great people here, and we have a lot of fun. We do some weird shit though, but we're good people for the most part. Pretty much everybody. Uh and oh, Mayor, there's cleavage. Just because I put my hair up, the cleavage is gone? How does that work? Anyways, I'm just joking. So that was online solicitation. She didn't say what he solicited, but we all know what he solicited. You thought I charged to put my hair in the ponytail. That's a good one, T-Rex. We've talked about this before. My ponytail is still at a length where this is not helpful. What I want of a ponytail to have no hair touching my neck. That's why I usually do a bun. But that's a whole different look. Now I look like a ballerina. And watch, it'll spin out in a minute.
Who my officer is, I know that Officer Moreno left.
Darius.
Hey, good morning, sir. Okay, the last three all have emergency protection orders. Is it possible that the three of them sit in the front together so that I can do the emergency protection orders all at the same time, sir?
Sure, switch around.
Yes, it's gonna be Frosto, Lloyd, and Leia.
Fausto. Lloyd. Fausto. Go ahead.
All right, thank you so much, sir. All right, first we have Mr. Leha Wade. All right, sir, you have been charged with a Class A misdemeanor assault causing bodily injury. The range of punishment on that type of offense in the state of Texas is up to 1 year in the county jail and a $4,000 fine. That bond has been set at $5,000 plus a TSAS family violence class plus an emergency protection order. Do you have any questions, sir, regarding your charge or bond amount?
No personal bill?
No personal bond? Yeah, no. So let me tell you what happens in Travis County on a misdemeanor assault, Mr. Leha. The alleged victim must provide what's called a victim statement, saying she is not in fear, does not feel threatened, and wants you released from jail. When pretrial services reached out to her, she said she was in fear, wasn't afraid, and did not want you released from jail. So you do not qualify for personal bond because of that. However, all that means is you must pay the going rate to get out of jail in Travis County. This bond has been set very low. So that going rate is 5 to 10% of the bond amount, $250 to $500 to any attorney or bondsman of your choice. They do work 24 hours a day, and you will be given access to the phone to hire them now that you've seen me. Or in the alternative, I can appoint you an attorney who can attempt to obtain personal bond for you free of charge. Would you
Wait,
like
she said she didn't feel safe with me being out there?
That's the information I have. Yes, sir. Would you
All
like me to appoint you an attorney this morning to help you with this case?
Yeah.
All right, so order. I'd like to do the emergency protection orders together, sir, so stand by. Next, we have Mr. Frosto. Mr. Frosto, you have also been charged with a Class A misdemeanor assault causing bodily injury. The range of punishment on the type of offense in the
Oh, T-Rex, I will give you a little piece of advice. As you know, one of my jobs was dodging questions for the government. Allegedly, in my opinion. But the key to getting a question answered when you are speaking with somebody or a company, whatever, is to only ask the question. No niceties, no chit chat, nothing. Because then they have no choice. There's only that to respond to. As soon as you add anything else, they just grasp onto that, answer that, which you didn't ask and don't need, and then your question's forgotten. So just ask one question. Also, Mayor, that's saying something. You did say you're trisexual, though. And T-Rex, I'm hoping you're getting paid for all this, right? I don't.
state of Texas is up to 1 year in the county jail and a $4,000 fine. That bond is also set at $5,000 plus an emergency protection order. Do you have any questions, sir, regarding your charge or bond amount? Oh, I'm sorry. And you also have a Class B misdemeanor criminal mischief where the range of punishment is up to 6 months in the county jail and a $2,000 fine. And that bond was also set at $5,000. Do you have any questions, sir, regarding your charge or bond amount?
I'm sorry, what was the second charge?
Criminal mischief, I think it was for some damage to like a car or something. No, a window. Yeah. Some damage to a window.
Okay, and so there was no PR bond?
No, same, you had the same issue as the previous gentleman. When they reached out to the alleged victim regarding the victim input statement, they were not supportive of your release on personal bond. So what that means is you have to hire an attorney or bondsman, pay them the 5 to 10% of the bond amount, which is the going rate to be released from jail in Travis County. In your case, it works out to be anywhere between $500 and $1,000 to any attorney or bondsman of your choice. Or in the alternative, I can appoint you an attorney this morning to help you obtain personal bond free of charge. Would you like for me to appoint someone to help you this morning?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so ordered. Okay, Mr. Fausto, again, I'd like to do the emergency protection orders together, so stand by. Thank you. Next, we have Charles Lloyd. Mr. Lloyd, you have been charged with a 3rd-degree felony injury to an elderly person. The range of punishment on the type of offense in the state of Texas is a minimum of 2 years to a maximum of 10 years in the Texas Department of Correction and a $10,000 fine. That bond has been set at $15,000 plus a TSS family violence class plus an emergency protection order. Do you have any questions, sir, regarding your charge or bond amount?
Go ahead.
Are you requesting that I appoint you an attorney this morning to help you with this case?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so ordered. Okay, Mr. Lloyd, you can have a seat because the protection order is going to take a few minutes, so I don't want y'all necessarily standing that entire time. Thank you, sir. All right, Mr. Leha, Mr. Frausto, and Mr. Lloyd, you're all going to be prohibited from committing further family violence. Do you understand that, Mr. Leha?
Yes, ma'am. What?
Thank you, sir. Do you understand that, Mr. Frausto?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. Do you understand that, Mr. Lloyd? Thank you, sir. Mr. Leha, the protected person is listed as Liana Cecilia Sanchez. Are you familiar with the protected person, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Frausto, the protected person is listed as Jewel Cavazos. Are you familiar with the protected person, sir? Thank you, sir. Mr. Lloyd, the protected person is listed as Jeanette Eason Eek, or Eek. How you pronounce your last name?
Eek.
Eek. Are you familiar with the protected person, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you, sir. Mr. Leha, Mr. Frausto, Mr. Lloyd, you're also going to be prohibited from communicating directly with a member of the family or household of the protected persons in a threatening or harassing manner. Do you understand that, Mr. Leha?
No.
Thank you, sir. Do you understand that, Mr. Frausto?
Just to clarify, it's only in a press matter?
If you don't speak into the mic, I can't hear you. Come forward, speak into the microphone, please.
Just to clarify, is it only in a harassing matter or?
Correct.
Okay, first of all, he was extremely loud first. Second of all, that's a little sus. Also, yeah, T-Rex. I know though that companies take advantage sometimes, but the chat's here for you. That's what I'll say. The chat is here. Also, I can't imagine that you would get in trouble if you left and got food, especially if you're not getting paid. If you ain't getting paid, they can't tell you where to fucking be. That's my theory. Now, that's just my Canadianness coming through, but
It says y'all can still have communication. It just can't be threatening or harassing. Okay?
And that's with family members, correct?
With her or any member of her family or household, correct?
Okay.
We can still. Yes, okay. We can still talk to them. Right? All right, cool. That's all right.
I don't know. You two gentlemen are very young. Y'all the same age as my son. Should I allow y'all to still talk to him? Because I need y'all to make some different choices going forward, right? So if y'all still talk to these young ladies, is it gonna be okay, or y'all gonna get arrested again and be back in front of me?
No.
All right, we keep our hands to ourselves. If we feel like we're getting heated, we leave, right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you. All right, Mr. Lloyd, again, do you understand that, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you, sir. Mr. Leha, Mr. Frosto, Mr. Lloyd, you are also going to be prohibited from going within 200 yards of the protected address. Mr. Leha, the address is listed as any subsequent address. Now, I do know for purposes of the record that y'all attend the same high school, is that correct?
We attended.
Mr. Leha?
Yeah, we do.
Okay, so you're gonna have to work very hard to keep your distance. I don't wanna have you be rearrested. You understand what I'm trying to say? So y'all just need to be separated for now. Okay, you understand that?
Wait, what did she come around me?
Then you need to immediately leave or call the police and say, hey, I got an EPO and I don't wanna be arrested again. She keeps coming around, right? All right, thank you, sir. Mr. Fausto, the address is listed as 413 Swinson Farm, number 510, Pflugerville, Texas, 78660, and a place of employment known as the Tranquil Service at 809 Trades Park, Loop, Hutto, Texas, 78639. Are you familiar with the protected addresses, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Lloyd, that address is listed as 6409 Springdale Road, number 126, Austin, Texas, 78723. Or
I don't know what that
any
means,
residence
T-Rex.
that
If
the
it's not allowed,
protected
don't
person
write it
belongs to.
down, but do it,
Familiar with the
bye-bye.
protected address, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
All
Lady
right, thank
is
you,
right
sir.
back here.
Mr.
Can you
Leha,
see?
Mr. Frosto, Mr. Lloyd, if you are found to be within the presence of the protected persons or within 200 yards of the protected address, you will be rearrested. Do you understand that, Mr. Leha?
Oh, you mean for the addresses?
All right,
Ah,
thank you.
they don't care about that anymore. They don't care about that. Not in the lives. Not the same way. Plus the judge. I'm not doxing anybody. First of all, we know about doxing. We don't dox. These are publicly available YouTube videos that I'm streaming from another channel. The judge's channel. So if she's doxing them, I guess I'm doxing them. I know you are, Hector. And I thought you were saying you couldn't see Larry, and I realized what's happened is obviously when I used to use Larry Beaver and try frantically to prevent they're really not as sticky about the audio of them saying it. They are real sticky about documents, but I haven't come across that lately. I want Larry Beaver back. There's a contract dispute that, I mean, I'm just going to be honest. There's been a contract dispute between me and Larry Beaver. And yeah, that's why he's not back. We cannot come to an agreement. So, anyways, let's keep going. We've after this, doxing is the uh, malicious. I think this is the important part. Doxing is like a malicious publishing of somebody's address and then an incitement of a group of people to abuse the information. It's like it's not outing. It's like okay, for example, when Mikey on his channel says my first name, my real first name instead of my username, that's sort of doxing. It's totally fine and we're friends and it's fine. But that would be sort of doxing. Like releasing information on the internet that's not previously known or pointing it out in a way. And I think what I've realized is I don't point it out as much anymore. and I don't try and hide it as much anymore. It's a lot of work to do that in a way. There are certain things I do still hide, children being one of them, straight up documents and stuff like that, sensitive personal information. But this is standard. I don't think that on a live, well, we'll see. I don't know what YouTube Daddy wants. You know what I mean. Larry's gonna unionize. Yeah, Larry's tried to unionize. It's hard to make a union of one. Oh, I'm not Hector. But that's what doxing is. Um, I don't know what that even means, T-Rex, and I read the whole thing. Exactly. That's exactly it, Jay from Michigan. So, like, for example, I say no doxing because I already anticipate and expect all the people on this channel to be, oh, and then see that weird Matt guy, my first name is already well known now, and so my name is Paisley. Um, nice to meet you. But no, I know, Hector. I realize that now. And that's another thing I had to learn was like, oh, um, reading the chat, not everything's about you. Kitchen. See, I used to say kitsch, not so much, but um, yeah, KCC. I think that's what we're going with. That's what it feels like. But anyways, uh, so for example, when you're talking with kids, when they make their email address, you don't really want your email address to be like first name, last name, city, year of birth at gmail.com because that literally doxes yourself, right? And so, but as like original internet people, that's what a lot of our stuff was by standards. So it's a hard habit to get out of because sometimes you don't mean to dox somebody, but releasing any info about them. Yeah, I followed the court's lead. She's before protected people's names and addresses and said we won't do this on public record. She's done it on public record for a reason. I am entitled to show the public record. That's what I'll stand with. But yeah, for example, here's a great weird example of no, would it be doxing? Not really, but it's the power of doxing or the power of the internet. When I was in Houston, someone was able to triangulate what hotel I was staying at by the live stream that I did based on like the view and the hotel stuff, like description. So again, and not in a mean way or a intentionally weird way, sort of as a cool way, but that's just again how you have to be careful on the internet. And then it's interesting, Kate. I think the standard is different between lives and videos, just to be honest. In videos, I was very, very careful about it. And when I started posting videos and doing lives, I was very, very careful about it. I honestly don't think that lives are the same for some reason. Just especially this long of a live. It's like YouTube doesn't really care about this in 10-minute segments and none were touched. Yeah, exactly. They don't actually care about it. It's just so weird. Again, I'm not trying to dox anybody and I wouldn't, like one time, oh, I fixed it so I can say it. But one time somebody put up a social security card, like the actual card on the screen before I could get to it live. And again, there's where I should probably have a little buffer, but I don't. And so, I quickly covered it up and we were live and we continued on. And then I went and made a note to myself, hey, do a shitty job of editing this. But even before I managed to do that, somebody pointed it out in the comments so helpfully with the timestamp. But that was helpful because I went in and I made sure that I like took it all out, and I was going to anyways. But again, you don't mean to do those things, and that doesn't happen very often. I have had videos taken down for harassment before, but they didn't have any specific harassment in them at all. So weird. Anyways, I don't want to summon him. You know who I'm talking about, YouTube Daddy. Um, I think that it's in like I have a PO box. If you want to send me stuff, like I went and paid for a PO box, so I take my safety in seriously and carefully. But I started this channel, and a lot of you are my friends, and uh, that it was just me being me, so that's just what we get. I've just talked about, who I am, right? YouTube Daddy never gets it right. That's why I have to diversify my bosses, my daddies. I need other daddies. Amazon Daddy. Gotta set up those Amazon affiliate links. I always forget. Anyways, okay. Let's finish this off, and then we're gonna watch the clip that Hector sent, which I have to grab out of my email. It'll take me a minute, and then we'll go for that. We're at like 3.5 hours. There's 14 of you soldiers still here with me. Let's continue on. Also, I'm like holding Larry this whole time. I have an emotional support Larry. Also, Kay, I don't think were you here when I talked about getting back from Houston? And I met this woman at the coffee bar, and she lived in Houston, and she knew Lil Rodney, and she knew his mom, and had them both on Instagram, and we sat and talked for a while because she watched Judge Kim's court. I was like, oh my God. It was nuts. It was nuts. Caitlin, I remember her name. In Houston. Oh, you did hear me. Okay, good. Yeah, I got to text her. She was like, "You got a court channel?" I was like, "Yeah, girl." It was so funny. Out of the blue, like how weird. She approached me about it once, like for the one time in my entire life when I mentioned court, somebody else was like, "Oh, I watched this court," and it wasn't an online friend. I was like, "I need your phone number. We can be friends." Turns out she's, like mostly into just like that court because she knew the people, but it's still cool.
Thank you, sir. Do you understand it, Mr. Fausto?
Yes, ma'am. I do have a question.
Yes, sir.
So I still have, since when this order was, or since this, we were living together. So how exactly am I supposed to get my stuff or
Very
my
good question.
car?
You must have a mutual third-party person, a family member or a friend, set up a time to go pick your items up for you. Okay, because these addresses are and their names are being entered into the system. So police will be doing routine checks. If they found you within her presence or within 200 yards of that residence, you'll be rearrested. You come back and see me, and I'm not gonna be happy. So that's why we're going over all these warnings now, okay? Just have a family member or a friend pick up the items that you need.
Yes, ma'am. Thank
All
you.
right, thank you. Let's see. So, Mr. Fausto, I asked you, do you understand that?
No.
All right, Mr. Lloyd, do you understand that, sir?
No.
Thank you, sir. That rearrest charge, gentleman, carries a maximum range of punishment of up to 1 year in the county jail and a $4,000 fine. Do you understand that, Mr. Leha?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. Do you understand that, Mr. Fausto?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. Do you understand that, Mr. Lloyd?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. In addition to that, gentlemen, you may not possess a firearm while these cases are pending. Do you understand that, Mr. Leha? Thank you, sir. Do you understand that, Mr. Fausto?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. Do you understand that, Mr. Lloyd?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. Lastly, gentlemen, these emergency protection orders will expire at midnight in 60 days on October 26th of 2023. Do you understand that, Mr. Leha?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Do you understand that, Mr. Fausto?
You said, I'm sorry, you said 60 days?
60 days, October 26th at midnight.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you, sir. Do you understand that, Mr. Lloyd?
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Leha, do you have any questions for me regarding your charge, the bond amount, the range of punishment for this type of offense in the state of Texas, or the terms of this emergency protection order?
You said a $5,000 bond?
Correct. All right, thank you, sir. Mr. Fausto, do you have any questions regarding your charges, the bond amounts, the range of punishment for these types of offenses in the state of Texas, or the terms of this emergency protection order?
No, ma'am.
All right, take care of yourself, sir. Take care of yourself as well, Mr. Leha. Mr. Lloyd, do you have any questions, sir, regarding your charge, the bond amount, the range of punishment for these types of offenses in the state of Texas, or the terms of this emergency protection order?
What did I do to
You have to come forward to the mic in order for me to hear you, sir.
what the living supposed to do to her?
I think it's a push
Push.
down to the ground. All right, but you are innocent until proven guilty. Everybody in the
Yes,
room,
ma'am.
innocent until proven guilty, right? So you'll be going to court, Mr. Lloyd. You're familiar with this process for the next year or two. So, if you maintain your innocence, your attorney may be able to get it dismissed, right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Gentlemen, go ahead, Mr. Foster, come forward.
Sorry, Your Honor. So since we are able to get in contact with the person, are they able to remove the order?
Yes, but she has to have a hearing, so she must have a motion filed on her behalf, asking for it to be removed. Then she must have a hearing in front of a judge. So, especially for you two, Mr. Leha and Mr. Fausto, y'all are very young. So let's talk about this for a second. Don't allow, this is what I tell my own son, don't allow any one person to get you in trouble. So let's say, for instance, you call her and you say, hello, and she considers that threatening or harassing. She can call 911 and say, he's threatening or harassing.
Oh, we going back to listen to that. Oh my gosh. I love this judge so much. I'm like, I perked right up. She's like, listen to me. I'm like, yes, queen. I am listening. I'm going away soon. I probably need some advice. Don't fall for the tricks these hosts play. But I also need to know which tricks they know about so that I can better them. God, I'm so evil. Okay, I want to hear her say that again. The hello was so funny. Hello. She has hand movements. Do you like?
Sorry, Your Honor. So since we are able to get in contact with the person, are they able to remove the order?
Yes, but she has to have a hearing, so she must have a motion filed on her behalf, asking for it to be removed. Then she must have a hearing in front of a judge. So, especially for you two, Mr. Leha and Mr. Fausto, y'all are very young. So let's talk about this for a second. Don't allow, this is what I tell my own son, don't allow any one person to get you in trouble. So let's say, for instance, you call her and you say, hello, and she considers that threatening or harassing. She can call 911 and say, he's threatening or harassing me because he said, hello, and I have a pending EPO. Do you understand what I'm saying? So these ladies, young ladies, much better than I do. I need you to use your discernment about how you go about going forward in dealing with them, right? Because you may be dealing with a person that is sensitive or not. I don't know, right? But if y'all have a pending case, My advice is just to stay apart. Let's have a little bit of a cooling off period while your cases are pending until you can get them resolved. All right? But again, you use your best discretion about how to handle going forward. Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome, sir. You're very welcome. I'd rather you ask the question now than you get rearrested and you back here in a week and I'm like, what happened?
Well, I just want to know because she might be pregnant. So that's all.
And if she is, you still got to stay away from her for 60 days. That's why we're going over these warnings. Okay. All right, because I don't want to see you again.
Thank you, ma'am.
You'll be like, you didn't understand what we was talking about, right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, gentlemen, thank you for your time. Officer, thank you for your service. Y'all have a good morning.
Thank you.
Very welcome.
Oh, thank them both for their service. And she's pregnant. Like, fuck. A surprise ending. She said, she's pregnant. I'm not pausing. Hold on. I'm going to this scene. I'm gonna grab us the next clip, which will be our last clip. We'll probably round out at about 2 hours. You know, at first I was making fun of her hand movements, and then I realized I talk like that, and I better shut the fuck up before I, look like an idiot. More than I already do. As I scared myself with something in the background there. I literally. Oh God. Okay. Larry. It was Larry. It fucking was Larry. I was not expecting him. I literally scared myself. Okay, hold on one second. How am I gonna get this? Hector, did you send that to me? Discord? I think it is in the Discord in my office. Yes, sniffling moment. Okay, perfect. Yes, hold on. I got it. Okay. As usual, thank you to Hector. And as always, I think his is linked on my channel. Please go check it out. T-Rex, I gotta get you up on mine. I gotta get Sashina up too. A few people I don't have to put up. Okay, sorry. Last thing. And then we will get it. Okay, now we should have it here. I don't know why this makes sense to me that doing that on the phone first works better, but it does. We're just going with that, guys. What do we think of that judge? I think she's great. I really appreciate her style. Um, there we go. I think it's time for me to get out an Uncrustable. You should have Uncrustables on hand, T-Rex. I'm a big proponent of Uncrustables now. Even though I could make them. Of course I could. They're not the same though. Okay, perfect. Here we go. I'm gonna get out my sandwich. Hi, St. Paul. St. Jean Penwell Chidester III. St. Paul. Howdy. Oh, you don't want me to eat an Uncrustable? Terrible.
N-A-A-L, first name A-S-H-O-T-A. R-A. Anyone with that first or last name and our virtual court, if that person.
Okay, to begin with, on first inspection, she has a ring light behind her. and shite lighting. This is very odd. Do you see that? Up, you almost can't. Maybe I gotta pull this over a bit. There's a ring light sitting right up there. Super weird. I should have put Idalia in the title. It's in front of her mirror for makeup. But don't you think, like, do people, like, I mean, I don't have a good lighting setup here, but it's bright as fuck in here. Okay. It's now dark outside, and I did have to change my lighting once, and then after that, it's been pretty okay. I'll say pretty okay. Obviously, she didn't like it, so she didn't put a ring on it. I like that better, Becca.
Person is present. Would you please state your full name for me?
Shatara O'Neill.
Chris, do me a favor. Would you plug in, see what happened? 23. 23 00189 FH.
Also, if just getting here, make sure to confirm your shift by hitting that like button. Make sure you sub to new channel and click on the link tree that's pinned at the top of the chat. A long pause while he reads this, and yet she's sitting there sniffling again. Pro tip. Ahead of an important hearing like this. I'm not gonna eat it right, Rex, but I will get it out of the freezer because they need to off for like 30 minutes.
Again, court take up the matter of people versus last name, O''Neal, felony file number 23-551. Date of the offense is February 2 of 20.
I would just like to point out to Kay in the chat for the hat. Thaw them in your boobs. Oh, it's cold though. I bet I'm contravening something. Oh, okay.
This individual is charged with count 11 with the offense of possession with intent to deliver between 50 grams or more, but less than 450 grams of cocaine, felony, 20 years in the state penitentiary and a fine of up to $250,000. Count 12, felony firearm, 2 years consecutively. Count 13, possession of 50 grams or more, but less than 450 grams of cocaine powder base. Count 11 is crack cocaine base. Count 13 is powder cocaine base. Felony, 20 years in the state penitentiary and a fine of up.
Hold on, is he talking about fucking cutting agent? Like buff? They're charging her with buff? Which is what people cut cocaine with. So usually white powders that are legal, not great to inhale all the time, but usually are not regulated. So what base are they talking about? As far as I was aware, the base in crack cocaine was cocaine and baking soda. Are you telling me that fucking baking soda, they're charging her with baking soda possession? F in the chat for the Uncrustables.
Up to $250,000. Count 14, felony firearm, 2 years consecutively. Count 15, maintaining a drug house, high court, circuit court misdemeanor, 2 years in the state penitentiary, and a fine of up to $25,000. Count 16, felony firearm, a 2-year consecutively. Also, the court will schedule this matter for a felony pre-exam conference that will take place on September 11th of 23 at 10:45. Felony examination will take place on September 18th of 23 at 1:30. Counselor, would you identify yourself for the record and how does your client stand?
Mayor Hernandez, on behalf of Shotara O'Neill, we plead not guilty to the charges, and Ms. O'Neill indicated she'll be hiring her own attorney, and I'm ready to address bond when appropriate.
Where's your client? Will you, in addressing bond, counselor, also indicate what this individual's current address is, her financial situation, where is she employed, what is she doing for purpose of bond?
Mrs. O'Neill's current address is.
Look at Hector being such a better.
She resided in Saginaw
Hold on.
County.
I've tried to say this. Look at Hector being a better YouTuber than I. Raw fucking vo, Hector. I was like, oh, I should. Oh, you did it already. You're amazing. Thank you. As a reminder, guys, please sub to Hector's channel. Kay's channel as well. Both of them work very hard to do quality work that you don't find here. But I don't know if either of them are putting Uncrustables in their bra to thaw while we watch the law.
Entire life, and she's about 37 years old. She's currently employed as a sales manager at Renee Center, I think. And she did also inform me that she does have mental health concerns of bipolar depression. She's not currently in treatment for that, but she may start up again because it may flare up again with this case. She does have one child, age 6, that she cares for, and informed me she has no other pending cases, and was forthcoming about her criminal history from several years ago, and is not on probation or parole anywhere. So we would ask the court for a high.
And Hundy P shouted you out, KLF. It was your idea. First of all, it was absolutely Kay's idea. Kay completely coerced me, forced, if you will, with my consent, me to put these Uncrustables in my bra. But, no, honestly, I love you, Kay. I mean it. You guys are both really good YouTubers that I'm not. Like, I'm just a different I'm just different, YouTube daddy. That's not my game. You bully, you bully. What the fuck? I'm feeling bullied lately because of, I don't even know, like a ghost bully? So fucking ridiculous. Anyways, um, that weird Matt guy also saying you don't want this guy dispatching you alone. Oh my god. Oh, okay. Let's finish this up. I mean it though, great channels. There's only 12 of you left. If you fuckers aren't already subscribed to their channels, well, I'll be damn disappointed. I'll tell you that. Kay is the brains behind such ideas as thaw in your bra while we law. Okay? Executed by this channel. Uh
PR bond.
Well, this individual, she's charged with two of the crimes. This individual is charged with, we're going to, first of all, before I forget, we're going to enter an order for fingerprints. Two of the charges that she's charged with, counts 12 and count 14. Those are mandatory, counts 12, count 14, and count 16. If she's found guilty of those particular offenses, those are mandatory jail terms. Count 11 and count 13 that she's charged with are very serious offenses. The court, looking at this particular individual, based upon the serious nature of these crimes, the danger to the community, really my concern is the danger to the community and the serious nature of these offenses, and fashioning a bond for her because she's charged with some real serious crimes here. As it relates to count 11 and count 13, on each of those, the court's going to set on count 11 and count 13.
and I will add you Rex to mine too, but they're also linked on my channel, that weird Mac guy.
And what the court's going to do, as indicated, because of the serious nature of these offenses and danger to the community, on count 11, count 13, on each of those, the court's going to set a $100,000 personal recognizance bond with more. We're going to keep her strapped in with more on counts 12, 14, and 16. Court's going to set a $25,000 personal recognizance bond with more release on that one. Count 15, that's going to be a $10,000 personal recognizance bond with more. And we will do the order for fingerprints. And counselor, make sure you explain to your client, since she's going to hire her own lawyer, give her information how to get over to the jail. And my pretrial services department will be in touch with her for purpose of the MORE program. Anything further, counselor?
Judge, do you need her phone number for that?
Well, they're going to be, what is her phone number?
989-584.
And Just make sure you give her the information how to get over to the jail, and when she gets over to the jail, she probably can get over to pretrial services at the same time when she comes over here because she's gonna have to be processed. And that'll conclude this matter.
Thank you, Judge. Have a good day.
You're welcome. You too.
Thanks.
Oh my God. It's just as good as the first time. So good, you guys. Holy shit. Oh my God. These sandwiches are so good. Oh, dear. Oh, they put something in there. There's something more than peanut butter and jelly. I'm telling you. There's something else in here. Okay, I'm going to enjoy that in a moment. Excellent idea, Kay. That was perfect. Completely perfect at this point. Guys, we're rounding out to the 4th hour. We're not going to get there. We're going to be ending soon. I will be back at you tomorrow. I'm like trying to decide in the moment. I'm not going to commit to what I'm going to do tomorrow. I don't know. It totally did thaw in half the time, Kay. And I sort of enjoyed that. It was lovely in this 60-degree heat. Listen, if you guys are in the path of any incoming weather, I want you to be safe. Get some shit ready. Uncrustables, maybe. Your shoes, I think they talk about. I don't know. I've been banned from the weather chats for a while, even though I really care about hats and the weather. But no, seriously. I hope you guys have a wonderful evening. The rest of it, I will be watching We Got a Case tomorrow morning at it's 10:05 my time, which I guess is 1:05 Eastern on Credence and Mikey, and then we'll see where the internet takes us. But I will be on the internet with you all. So I want you to have a great evening. Remember that I love you. I'm proud of you. And I will see you tomorrow. Bye. T-Rex, you can send me the bill for your time today. But I'll pay it only in loonies, and it doesn't seem Americans accept those, so we can talk.